Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Fecund Armpit that is Tampa Bay, Florida, it's an all-new double special show starring Christopher Gorges, Tiffany Barbee, and me, J.B. Lee.
You and me. So say the stars, it's meant to be. My heart is for you. My soul is too.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
My life.
Wow.
Someday
You'll be my wife.
Well, leave it play for a little bit. Welcome back to another episode of Double Special with Tiffany Barbee and JB Lee.
What's up?
Wow, really? You said what's up when I said JB's name?
Yeah, why would you do that?
I paused for like 3 seconds to give her the spot.
Oh,
said
I
nothing.
wasn't even, I was just listening to music. It's so loud.
It's only loud to you, dude. It's only
Yeah,
loud to you.
what's wrong with you? Why can't you respond in normal human conversation?
I didn't know because I can't see them through the thing.
Another show. Welcome, everybody, on IRN. It's Friday night. Thanks for joining us Wednesday night here in Tampa. And we got a great show lined up for you tonight in some ways and bad in others.
Why?
Because there's just the main topic that
going
we're
on?
going to talk about is kind of depressing.
What?
Phone number, as always, 727-475-6139. Give us about a half an hour before you call, although I believe we got somebody on the line already. Is that correct?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, live on the phone from College Station, Texas. It's our good dear friend, Big Chief Marty Hoffman.
Okay.
He
That was a
called
good intro,
early.
right?
Yeah, I've been better with music.
Check in! Check in!
Oh, God.
Check in!
Oh, I forgot the bell. Where the hell is
Oh,
it?
good.
Just seen
Oh,
in
yeah.
Station. An incredibly funny thing at the Walmart.
Okay.
A tall, white, bald man buying relaxer.
What's a relaxer? Like for poop?
What?
No.
What are you talking about? Hair relaxer.
Oh.
That's called
Yeah, it's a poop that you wouldn't understand.
yeah, it's a stool softener is what you're thinking of.
Yes,
Tiffany.
that
Yeah.
is.
Marty, you're in the Walmart now buying relaxer for your lovely wife. Or your son? Which one?
No, my son would not need relaxer. It's for my lovely wife, or whatever she is to me now. But yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
How is that? How are you? How's that whole thing going?
Wait.
Oh well, it's going. It's exciting. Every day is a new adventure.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out how we coexist peaceably together. So it's for the most part it's going pretty smoothly.
Wait.
I mean I could see two more aggressive people, it being a nightmare. But it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, Marty is.
That could be somebody's good marriage, honestly, just uncomfortable.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, Marty, or just started listening to the show, Marty's involved in a relationship with his wife, who's been married too. But you guys are kind of, I guess, like, I don't know, like common law sort. Well, you're married, but you're just living in the same house. You're not really.
You're not boning.
Yeah. Well, there's that.
We're kind of separated.
Kind of separated, but in the same house.
Do you bone
Yeah,
still?
no, we are definitely, I guess, separated. I mean, I don't think there is any kind of legal separation in Texas, but we are definitely separated, but in the same house.
Well, I'll have to say, hold on, Tiffany. I'll have to say the legal separation happens when somebody moves out of the house. I mean, you have to actually separate your domicile, I think. A domicile, excuse me.
Isn't he buying a house?
Yes, I am buying a house. And potentially I will be living in that house by myself and sometime with my son.
Oh, okay. We have another too many phone calls. Usually we got a little bit of time before we start taking phone calls. Marty, are you going to be around? Can you give us a holler back in a little bit?
What's a relaxer?
No.
Well, what you jumped in on the beginning of the show. What is it? Is everything okay? Is there anything that you need to talk to us about? Yeah, go ahead. Add the damn thing.
All right. Caller, hang on. We'll get with you in a minute. Marty, back to you. Tiffany was asking if you're still boning.
Oh, yeah, I did ask that. Are you still boning her? Like, is it still like, oh, we might as well because we live together kind of deal? Or, like, what's up?
There is no bonage for me.
Aww.
There may be boning going on, but it's not me.
Right. So what's relaxer?
Oh, for God's sake.
What is it? I need to know. For muscles?
No, you don't.
For muscles?
It's for hair, dude.
Oh, why do
For
we?
his wife? Like what kind of hair? Like private?
What are you talking about?
I don't know what a relaxer is.
I'll have her try that and see how that works out.
Holy crap, dude.
I don't get how your hair gets relaxed. Oh, because of like her hair, because she's African American, her hair is weird.
Her hair's weird?
Oh, Lord. Oh.
Yeah, we're going to send Tiffany down to Baltimore. She's going to ease everything over.
I'm the bald white guy, and Tiffany says that. Oh.
Who's on? Okay, hold on for a second, Marty. I got to find out who's on the other line because I don't want to get weird. Who's on the other line, just so we know?
Chris.
Yes, is it Carl?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Carl.
all right. Hang on for a second, Carl, because usually we don't do conference calls, but Marty jumped in. Both you guys jumped the gun. You guys are like premature, you-know-what, on the show.
You know, I was going to say, I don't know that I can compete with Marty in the whole Afro-American hair thing. I don't know. That's me.
We'll do this. Give me let me do this. Let me have you give me a call back in like 15 minutes, and we'll do your whole deal because I got you all set and ready to go, ready to shot out of a cannon with you. All right.
Roger that, brother.
All right, there you go, Carl. He's going to call back, and I'll explain what
That's
that whole
right.
thing is about. But first, I need to get back to Big Chief.
But stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, for the Carl incident. It's ready to be shot out of a cannon, right into your mind. But back to Marty.
You listen to this?
Okay, so I think I know what relaxer is now.
Yeah.
I've processed it.
Okay.
It's to do with hair, like hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. To make it relax.
Marty, is that correct?
And what does relaxed mean?
Ew. Oh gosh.
What do you mean, ew?
No.
Why'd you say ew?
I was because I was trying to think.
Do you
want to
me to make it easy for you, baby?
So, like, was it curly? And now, like, even white people use it to make their hair be straight.
Not a lot of white people. I
Okay,
don't know
so
a lot
it
of white-
is a black person thing. Why were you acting like I was being racist?
I didn't say you were being racist.
Okay.
I was
so,
thinking of using it on my beard, to be honest.
and it just makes your hair relax.
Okay, let Marty respond.
Yes, that's close enough. For Tiffany, that is good. that's a Tiffany epiphany for today. We've already had one early on in the day. That's awesome.
Have you been listening to the describer segments that we've been doing with Tiffany?
Yes, I've enjoyed the describer. What is she describing today?
We don't do them every show. We've just been kind of batting them around. It's kind of fun. Yeah.
We don't want to oversaturate the market on describing everyday objects.
I know, right?
Do you want me to describe something, Marty?
Yeah. No, without the.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, man, I had an idea for that the last week, and I totally forgot what I wanted you to describe.
Oh, so you didn't prepare.
Oh, I just forgot. I forgot what it was. I
Your
thought
Adam's
about it.
apple?
Did Crystal say the idea that I had for the show?
Which was.
I posted it on Facebook.
Yeah.
on her
Okay.
page.
Tell us what the idea is. Why are you wasting time?
No, basically. She did not.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Continue.
Oh, so basically, there's a pie in the face game,
No.
and it's
Oh, I did see
kind
that.
of like
The little
yeah.
child playing it with his father.
She did tell us that, but we thought it was so dumb we forgot.
No, that's not what happened.
That's what
Don't say
happened
that.
with me.
I was not. I wasn't privy to that conversation. So don't put.
I'm
Don't
Pretty
lump me
sure
with it.
that's how it went.
No,
with
that's
Tiffany.
not. First of all, let me explain it for our audience. It's a little game. You know, they have a balloon game of a similar nature where you put little sticks in and you roll a die and it gives you a number and then you push these little pins down a ratchet at a time until the thing pops. The purpose of the game is to not be the one that makes it pop, right? If you pop it, you lose.
yeah.
Right. So the pie in the face, same sort of thing. There's a little hand, and you put your face down. This little, almost looks like one of those ocular machines where it blows puffs of air in your face.
Wow,
So you
way to
put-
make it very like
I know,
straight talk. Yeah. It's like an ocular machine, ladies and gentlemen. Blows air. No,
Yeah. So
it's a little damn cutout, and there's a plastic hand that throws pie in your face. There, it's simple.
you put your chin down in it, and it gets a little hand, and then you roll the die, and you turn the little dial a notch or two, and it goes a little bit closer, and then obviously at some point it springs. I don't know if it's random or if it's always the same
Somebody
number.
gets a pie in the face, and
Yeah.
you don't want to be the person that gets the pie. I thought you guys would have a good time with it.
Did you play with this? Did you have this in your house?
No. I just saw the video, and I thought I would like to see Tiffany, Barbee, and
No.
Jordan and Chris.
All right. Well, if you would
With
like to see
Swine.
that,
Yeah.
then purchase one, send it to the studio. You know the address, and we will do it live on the air. If you send the thing over, we'll do it live on the air.
We'll have to start like
Yeah.
an Amazon wish list of
Yep.
like stuff we could do, and then if somebody pays for it, then we'll have to do
Wait,
it on the air.
And I got an even better idea. Instead of just the whipped cream, we'll try various sorts of, like mashed potatoes, maybe peas. I don't know, food items, something like that.
Jalapenos.
I don't.
Jalapenos. I'm not
No.
flinging jalapenos into my eyes. What are you, out of your mind?
I don't like things on my face.
Well, that makes it fun. That would be the whole purpose of seeing you doing that. You don't
What
like
about
it.
whipped cream and thumbtacks?
Thumbtacks? What the hell?
Just making it deadly.
All right, Marty. Well, listen. Other than the sadness that you betrothed on the program early on, I hope that things pick up. And when you get into your house, that'll be nice. You'll have your own place, right?
Yeah.
Probably sometime next month.
Okay. Okay.
We should be closing on it. We should be closing on it sometime, probably later in the month, because I've got to go out of town for the wedding thing.
How many
So-
how many bedrooms? Is this a big place? A little teeny place? What is it? Do you live in a studio?
It's a teeny 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath.
Wait, what do you mean teeny 3-bedroom? What is that? How is that
Yeah.
teeny?
It's not a very big 3-bedroom, but it is a 3-bedroom.
That's cool. That's good. I bet Sharice is glad to get rid of
Yeah,
you.
like if you saw it, you would be very underwhelmed. But
Teeny 3-bedroom. The only thing I can think of is
You're
like.
talking over him. damn it.
Sorry. The only thing I can think of is like 6 moving boxes stapled together.
Yeah, you talked to him for that. Thank you
Yeah,
very
that
much.
was
You're welcome.
All right.
was-
What were you saying, Marty, about I would be underwhelmed? I mean, I don't know. 3-bedroom typically is a
If
big
you
house.
were underwhelmed, if you saw it, you would be underwhelmed. It's kind of like a townhome in a string of 10 townhomes.
And where's the boy going to stay? Is he going to be staying with you or her? Or how's that going to work, if I may ask?
Both. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold.
You're giving it to everybody else in Walmart is what you're doing.
That's cool though. You have like a babysitter.
What? He didn't answer the question yet. Answer the.
We said both.
Both?
Yeah. So like
Yes, thanks for listening, Tiffany.
yeah, so you can go out and party on the days that Sharice has them. You could be like whoop whoop.
Yeah,
And then you
and-
can go get boned.
Yeah, in College Station, Texas. You can go out and party your head off.
Sounds exciting. College
Perfect
station.
town for a goth
Yeah.
dude,
Lots
industrial
of
fella.
college girls.
You know where I fit in? With rednecks and college students. You're right.
College.
That's exactly where I'm going to find love.
College
Yeah. All right.
girls.
Rednecks maybe, but not
Or
college.
both, honestly.
There's not even one single Magic the Gathering society or Renaissance fair.
Dude.
There are, but I'm not ready for a gay nerd wedding.
Wow.
Just not ready for that yet. I
Wow.
haven't quite given up that much.
All right.
I'm sure there's a college girl that's angry at her dad that will sleep
Wow.
Probably.
Yeah, but that's probably a one-time thing, maybe a week.
Have you thought about regrowing the
Yeah.
ponytail?
with you. Yeah.
It actually lasted a week. You're right.
That's awesome. All right, Big Chief. Well, look, our hearts are wrap around you, not
No.
physically, because that would be weird.
Mine
Oh,
doesn't.
yeah.
But
that'd be awful.
mine does. The hell with you guys. I love
Well,
you,
you've
brother.
known him longer.
Yeah, but so what? He should get love just by proxy.
How close is your heart to me, Tiffany?
It's like 4,000 miles away.
Wow.
Because it is literally,
Your
right?
heart is 4,000 miles away from me?
I don't know. What is it? Like 2,000? How far away is Texas? 2,000, 1,500? Whatever the distance is, I don't know.
Okay. She doesn't.
I like you, Marty. You're cool beans.
All right. All right, Marty. Anything else you got for us? Well, let me get your because we're going to be talking about this. We haven't got into anything yet, but I want to talk about Baltimore and what the situation. Any comment to make about Baltimore, real quick, before I let you go?
I heard that they were very upset about the people being called thugs.
Thugs.
Apparently, that's made a little bit of an issue.
Mm-hmm.
So I've heard a couple of suggestions other than thugs that maybe you could call rioters.
Okay.
Disgruntled opportunists
Mhm.
Okay, that's good.
and free sneaker enthusiasts.
Free sneaker I don't know if there was a lot of sneaker theft going on. I know CVS got cleaned out. I'm not. I don't. If you're stealing sneakers from CVS, you got bigger problems.
Three pharmaceutical enthusiasts. I don't know.
Yeah. I look like toilet paper. Look like people are just getting out with like toiletries. Like I
Yeah.
need some new toilet paper. I'm almost out.
amateur pyromaniacs.
All right, work on
Not
that.
sure.
All right, brother. Well, listen, always a pleasure to hear from you. We're going to get into the show and get this thing rolling. I hope you get over with the tuberculosis that you have.
Yes. Check in, Jordan. Check in.
Oh, man, he stole it from me. It's awful.
Awful.
All right, thanks, Marty. Did you want to be part of check-in? Is that what this is all about?
Well, I did the first check-in. It was about the white bald guy buying hair relaxers.
That wasn't a real check-in, though, because that wasn't in the news.
And were we supposed to hang up on you after that?
You could have, honestly.
All right, then
This
we'll do
is
it.
kind of drug out.
All right, whatever. Then
Then
check
we'll
in, check in. Who wants to go to the land of rape and honey, land of rape and honey, land of rape and honey? Tisdale, Canada, the land of rape and honey.
Yeah, I heard about this.
Canadian rape capital.
Right, but not the rape that you think.
No, it's the good kind of rape. Delicious seed.
You know, it's funny because I think I heard a news story there's no good kind of rape, like, you know, in movies and stuff, and here obviously there is. It's a mustard-like plant.
Well, apparently they are considering changing their name after decades of complaints and growing embarrassment.
Yeah.
But if somebody's going to complain about something like this, you'd think they'd take the time to look up and see what exactly that means. They couldn't possibly think that the land of rape and honey, and they just take it so literal. Are people really that stupid?
What if you lived in a town that was named after a man named Jebediah Shit, and he was a heroic frontiersman who saved an entire frontier outpost full of orphans, one of whom grew up to be Theodore Roosevelt. His name was Jebediah Shit, and he founded the town. And you live in Shit Town.
Get to the point.
And you're very proud of that name because of Jebediah, but don't you think that the outside world would still mock you and you eventually have to change that name?
I wouldn't tell them where I'm from. Maybe they would mock me, you know, in other places, but I wouldn't. If somebody said, "Where are you from?" I'd be like, Toledo. That's what I would say.
Really? So
Yep.
you'd be embarrassed of living in Shit Town.
Yep.
What if you owned like the Shit Town distillery? You developed
I'd change
fine
it.
vodka.
I would change the name.
All right.
Yep. Big Chief.
What about his kids and relatives? What about all the little shit?
So I'm saying he's dissing that whole family.
Yeah,
Their town. One of them owns like a Chevy dealership.
Yes, Tiffany.
Everything you're saying is not real.
What?
Oh my God.
You just made up everything you're just saying.
Oh, thanks.
Yes.
Really? All right, Marty. We're gonna let Marty go. Let's finish this up because I got another phone call and a big thing we're gonna do.
All right,
so.
Marty, you're banned from checking.
Bye.
Goodbye. That was Marty Hoffman,
Yeah,
ladies and
and
gentlemen.
Carl, give us about another 10 minutes and then we'll get into your whole deal because I want to talk about this. It's a lot of important.
Which
to me.
one? Are we still doing check-in or are we
Yeah,
stopped?
no, do check in.
Check
We'll do it until he calls in.
in. Check in. South Carolina finally made it illegal to drive drunk on a moped. Check in.
Why? Illegal?
Yeah, it wasn't illegal before.
Wow.
In South Carolina, a motor vehicle is defined as every vehicle which is self-propelled except mopeds. So you could get drunk as hell and just drive off down the road in your moped and there's nothing they could do.
Yeah, but how much damage are you going to do in a moped? You know what I mean? Like a tractor I could see. But, I mean, a lot of, what are you going to do? You're the one that's going to get hurt.
Probably.
Tiffany, you had a moped for a while, didn't you?
I did, but I would never drink.
You never had a couple of nips?
No.
When it was a little cold out and you decided, I want a little brandy?
Never had a little Bud Light?
Little hot,
No.
what do they call them? Hot toddies? Get a hot toddy?
Hot toddy?
Yep.
No.
Did you get a
None of that.
gimlet?
No.
Any gimlets?
She's just
How about a flip?
The-
A nice flip.
wall banger. None of that.
No.
I think that Tiffany probably had one night where she decided to just cut loose on the moped and she just threw on
No.
like something really skimpy late at night, had a couple of nips off the wine bottle, and just drove around town.
And then she went over
Crazy.
a speed bump and flew into the bushes. And that was the end of that.
She had bramble marks.
Yeah. She was brambled.
All right.
Were you?
Sorry.
No.
Yeah. That's what. Look, it's a good idea. I don't
It's
know. I don't know why it
dangerous.
would be a loophole. I guess because most mopeds, or at least the early ones, started by pedaling.
Right.
They weren't actually little mini bikes, which they are now. They have an engine. There's no pedals at all. You just
Well,
start
no, they
them
still
up.
got pedals. It's just like
No.
you don't really have to use them.
No.
Oh, yeah. No, that's why they call them DUI scooters around here.
No, those don't have pedals. Those,
Oh.
No, they do. The DUI ones have
there
pedals.
are people
Well, I wouldn't know
that
about the DUI.
yeah,
Well, I
they
read
get
about
a
it in the
DUI
newspaper.
that they have to ride on mopeds.
Yeah, they have to have special ones with pedals that only go a certain amount, but they legally have to have pedals for the DUIs to drive them.
All right, next.
Check in. I warned you about the cows. I warned you.
Yeah. Okay.
Farmer in Kenya says one of his cows was giving up its usual vegetarian diet and started eating sheep. Check in.
That can't be real. You
That's
serious?
true. Charles Mambolio, who runs a farm in southwestern Nakuru County in Kenya, discovered the cow feeding on a sheep one morning and have apparently gored it to death.
Yeah, but was okay? And another sheep met its end the following day. Was the cow killing it?
Yes, the cow killed and ate the sheep.
Wow, how does that even happen? Will they stomp it to death? How do you get that's
They gored it.
gored it?
Yeah,
Gored it.
with horns.
Oh, so it wasn't a cow. It was a
It's
bull.
a bull.
Some cows have horns,
Then. No,
little ones.
Like in
No,
cartoons.
not enough
I don't
to
know.
gore
It
a
says
sheep.
gored. Maybe it didn't gore it. Maybe it just stomped it.
That's what I just said.
Oh,
I just said that.
okay. Well,
Jesus Christ.
we could have gone. Well,
He did just say that.
What
That
else?
you know what though? That tells you something about hunger. When you're like typically a vegetarian, you're like, I'm so hungry, I will eat whatever's next to me.
but they gave it a supply of fodder and fresh water, and it kept after the sheep.
Well,
Well,
once
he
you
had
get
a
taste.
taste.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just like that Ravenous movie.
Always brings it back to the movie.
Well, I'm just saying, cows are dangerous.
Yeah, see, it says this could be a sign that they're developing a taste for of meat because they have nutrient deficiency.
Yes.
So they just naturally go where they can find it.
The
Right.
actually article didn't stutter through it, but yes,
Yeah.
that's what it said.
Oh yeah, you know what? When you speak, it's crystal clear. Always right,
Oh.
spot on. Every syllable pronunciated,
No.
enunciated.
In 2007, a calf in India's West Bengal region was filmed eating a chicken.
Okay.
See, cows are dangerous. I
only,
win.
only if you're chickens and cows. Show me a story
So
where
far.
it tackled a dude, and then I'll be like, okay, now we
Just
got a
you
problem.
wait.
Well,
You wait. I'm gonna record these words and then I'm gonna replay them to you
All
when
right.
that happens.
I'll tell you
at
why.
the next running of the bulls.
I'll tell you why I'm not frightened about your scenario, okay?
Yeah,
and why
what?
you should be. I think I could defend myself a hell of a lot better from a cow than you could. I think you would just crumple over and get trumped. You know, you'd be
Yeah.
a sheep to him.
No,
dude,
I can climb upstairs and shut doors. That pretty much defeats them.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I think if you saw a cow, you would be like every person in a movie that like falls over right as they're about to get away from the bad thing. You know what I mean?
You would trip and fall face forward into the manure.
And then he would do that backward shuffle like a crab person on all, with his, like I can't for some reason I can't stand up anymore. You'd panic. You would
He
panic.
would.
It would be funny.
You would die.
And you know what? And here's all you'd hear: him panicking, and that would be it. And that to me would be funny. It'd be sad on one instance, but really funny on the
Yeah.
other because it's a
Wow,
cow.
okay.
If I were there, I wouldn't save you. I would just laugh.
Well,
I'll
you
get
know
some
what?
milk.
I have to go doing it as part of the cow apocalypse.
Listen,
isn't the worst way.
Listen, if it happens, I'll save you from the chickens and the cows.
I won't.
No, just the cows.
I got your back.
Chickens are fine. I can cook a chicken.
Oh yeah. Hey, listen.
I
easy.
learned from you.
Easy. All right.
Check
one more.
in, check in. If you've never wondered why there's never been a male equivalent to the popular restaurant craze, i.e. Hooters,
Oh.
an eatery coming to Dallas should soon correct that.
I saw this story. as well.
Tallywhackers.
Ugh, God.
It's going to feature scantily
Ew.
clad dudes
No.
serving food
Oh,
and
it's
drink.
for gay guys. Because
No.
I was like, women don't. I never go to those strip things. I never got how women like to go to stripper
But they
things.
still have them and they still make money. So obviously some women
Yeah.
like to go to them. As we've established, you barely qualify as a normal
No,
human.
the women that want to go to this because it's gay are going there because they know that they don't have to deal with those penises in any fashion at all. I mean, honestly. If this was like a straight thing, no way. I don't think that would be, ugh.
Yeah, that's what I don't.
You don't know?
think-
Because are women like, do you want to see naked guys around
I
your
don't-
food?
But a lot of women like to go to Chippendale things, so maybe.
Yeah, but are
that-
they eating there?
Yeah, that's true. I just think, ugh.
Not that it disgusts me to the point where I can't eat. I just know, like at Hooters, they're not scantily. I mean, they're wearing shorts and a
Well,
little cut
it's
shirt.
probably-
It's not scantily.
Right.
What if
clad.
these dudes are doing that? They're wearing like those 70s
Dude.
styles jogging shorts and a little cut off muscle shirt.
Yeah,
walking
but you
around.
got junk in there, dude, and that can come
Yeah.
all out of there.
You
I'm
know
sorry.
what?
That can
I'm
fall out
sorry.
on it.
It's not attractive. Like, no matter how hot a guy is, if he's wearing those little shorts, that's not attractive at all. It makes him look very feminine, which I think's a turnoff. I like my men to be men.
Well, that's why it's a gay thing. It's a.
Yeah,
I'm not
then we're
saying
not
a gay's like
going.
the feminine. Why would I go? Why would I ever?
None of us are going there.
We didn't bring this up because we're planning a trip
Yeah.
anywhere. What are you
Who
talking
said
about?
that?
I
Yeah,
don't-
first of all, it's in Dallas. Okay, I'm not going to
Jesus.
Dallas. Second of all, it's in a neighborhood called as the Oak Lawn, which is known as Big D's Gayborhood. I'm not going to the
Oh.
Big D's
And
Gayborhood.
to be fair, you made us go for your birthday to a restaurant full of men dressed as women,
Hamburger
scantily clad
Marys.
women.
Right?
Yes.
But we played bingo. It was drag queen bingo. Everyone loves drag queen
Yes,
bingo.
Crystal. You might want to turn your mic on first.
And that was just
I already
funny.
did.
That was
Oh,
like
okay.
watching clowns happen.
Yes,
Oh,
Crystal.
wow.
So you would be opposed to booking? They have a comedy night, and I was thinking about contacting
Who has a
them
comedy night?
this Tallywackers when they open. They're gonna have a
I'm
comedy
not doing
night,
a
and I
comedy
thought
gay
that it would
club.
be great for you guys to travel out there and do that club.
Here's why I won't do comedy in a gay club. I hear the gay clubs where comedy happens they're infamously like really bad hecklers, and they really get like obnoxious about the whole interaction thing. I just don't. It frightens me. I had one show set up, and everybody I talked to that I was like, we did that club, man. Good luck with that, because they get riled up and they just want to be. I don't know, especially if you're straight. They really want to give it to you. I don't mean in a sexual way. I just mean
no, they do. They love to churn. That's like a trophy for them. If they can churn a straight guy gay.
I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they like to. They want to prove to you, hey, we're funny, haha. It's just they're more brazen about heckling in gay clubs than anywhere else. And lesbians the same way. I've heard female comics that say when they go to the gay clubs, it's like a raucous thing. It's like a really So not for me. Jordan, what about you? Would you go to one?
Would I go to Tallywackers?
Yep.
It depends on the circumstances.
To get food would be the circumstance.
Well, okay, but like I don't know, maybe if it was strictly like a gay hangout and they were like,
right.
"Hey, do you want to go see dudes swing their dicks while we eat hamburgers?" I'm like,
What's a hangburger?
It's like a hamburger, but it hangs.
You messed that up and it was funny, but it wasn't purposeful.
It's like saying sandwich.
Yeah, whatever. All right, next one, last one.
All right.
Is there another one?
But like Hooters has turned into like a family restaurant at this point now, so you never know.
Their wings are really good. Yeah. What if these people have really good food?
It's true.
All right.
Check in. This is for Crystal Moore. Mark Sturkenboom has created a memory box. It's a kit. It comes in a sleek, they said, like Steve Jobsian case, openable only with a key that doubles as a lovely pendant necklace. Inside, you find an atomizer bulb to spritz your beloved's what's his perfume, but obviously being cologne.
Yeah.
A set of internal speakers to amplify music from the iPhone dock.
Yeah.
And a blowing glass dildo containing a tiny urn of ashes. 21 grams of ashes. Yeah. So that, Chris, just imagine dying that way as we get this phone call here.
Yeah, you don't have to say it. Just put it in. Imagine getting a memory box for it with a glass thing in it?
Oh, so if Chris dies, Crystal can stick it in her hoo-ha?
Yes, exactly.
That's awful. What if it broke in there?
Yeah, let me put your mashed up bones in my...
It's a memory box that allows a widow to go back to the intimate memories of a lost beloved one.
Oh, my God.
That's very sweet.
After a passing, the missing of intimacy with that person is only one aspect of the pain and grieving. By bringing different nostalgic moments together, like the scent of his perfume, their music, and reviving the moment he gave her the first ring, it opens a window to go back to moments of love and intimacy.
Boy, they are selling the hell out of this dildo.
She's able to have an intimate night with her sweetheart again.
I'm going to puke right now. I'm going to puke.
Yeah, that's awful.
Oh, that's so gross.
Okay, that's check-in. Roll it out. All right. I wanted to say, I got a call on the phone. I'm going to bring you in a second, but let me just preface this whole conversation by saying we went together as a group to the Pepper Festival, and that was in Pinellas Park.
Jordan didn't go.
No, Jordan didn't go. That's right. And we went there to see a friend of mine who I've known for many, many years, who is on the phone now, Carl Ersman. Say hello to our audience.
Good evening.
Okay, thank you for that. He's like Dan Rather there. All right. And Carl was working the Pepper Festival, and not as a pepper vendor, because there were a lot of hot sauces. We actually had some of, I don't know what the name of the hot sauce, and I put it on chicken. It was the chocolate scorpion, which is really, really good on baked chicken. But Carl has a mobile business, which is fascinating. It's a mobile pizza business that's called Light My Fire. You go from festival to festival selling personal pizzas cooked in a very special oven. Tell us about your business and your oven, brother.
Chris, man, thanks for taking my phone call. I have to say something real quick. I don't want to step on your comedian feet, but I was watching the Lightning game passing by the laptop, and two things were kind of like jumped out at me. The first one was disgruntled opportunist. I want to sign up.
That's awesome.
And I want to meet all of Tiffany's angry college girls. and thanks for having me on. Listen.
Yeah, no problem.
Wood-fired pizza. I had an alfresco oven shipped in from Italy.
Mm-hmm.
It's made with this old school recipe of very highly fire-resistant, retaining materials, vermiculite. The recipe is kind of doesn't make any.
Well, vermiculite sounds
really,
like something the Avengers would use.
It's made out of worms, isn't it?
Is it made out of worms?
It's an additive that they add. I don't know, but it contains the heat. We're cooking it somewhere between 1,000 and 1,200 degrees every time we put a pizza in there. We make our own dough. Part of the fun that we have is kicking out really, really fresh food. We're not dropping things in 350-degree grease, and we meet some phenomenal people. Pepperfest was a blast.
Where are you off to next? What's the next festival?
The next festival, we're going to be in Inverness, actually up my way, my hometown. The Mobile Vietnam Memorial Wall is going to be in town this coming weekend. It's a Friday night. I want to say it runs 5 to 10, and it's both days, Saturday and Sunday. And the Mobile Vietnam Memorial Wall is going to be there. It's kind of a 60s themed thing. There's a Rolling Stones tribute band. It should be a lot of fun.
Cool. And now there's a big event coming up in September. You said it's like a sort of like a Woodstock sort of a deal.
That sounds cool.
Well, that was actually, you missed that. There's a festival and it's moved a couple of times, but it started in Groveland as a birthday party. It's called Antimasaurus.
Yeah.
And it's an absolutely unbelievable festival. 35, 40 bands. Got a reasonable cover charge. You can come in and camp. And it includes all the beer you can drink. I don't know how important that is to you.
Nah. No, but I like the fact. I mean, it's weird because you go there, you have fun at the festivals, you have a good time. But you're also telling me at some of these festivals, you got guys that are partying pretty hard, and like 3 o'clock in the morning, like, dude, could you fire up the oven? I really need a pie right now. And you're like, that's money. I will do that. I am in my boxers, and I will fire it up right now.
Absolutely. If you'd have stuck around a little longer, you might have seen it yourself.
No, I don't want
that's part of the fun with some of those festivals. That's just kind of how it is. That's how those folks roll. They're walking around, smoking and drinking, and 2 o'clock in the morning, everybody gets the munchies for whatever reason or another.
Well, you especially get the munchies when there's a wood fire friggin' pizza oven next to you.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I'm glad you guys came out, man, and I'm glad you got to taste it because
they're
you can
delicious.
talk about it all you want. I'm sorry.
So they were delicious. The
Thank
pizza.
you, sweetheart.
The
I'm
pizza.
still interested in you and your hot college or angry college girls.
What is
I'm
that
going to let you slide on that one.
What's the angry college girl
I
thing?
just said to Marty that there's a good chance that there's a bunch of college girls that are angry at their dads.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and he's already gotten one.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
what he hinted at.
And I just thought that in passing as I was walking by the computer to go check out the score of the Lightning game, which is nothing, by the way.
This is a non-sports zone show. We
all right.
we don't
my bad.
we talk
My bad.
about the World Cup football, but other than that, we don't. There's not really
that's
much.
so
to talk
Oh,
boring.
we're not going to talk about the dude who got all sliced up?
No, not right now. No.
So we can talk about Baltimore, but we don't want to talk about Baltimore baseball.
No, well, I'll bring up the Baltimore thing, but that's a whole other stuff. Yeah, I just wanted to get you, and I actually want to talk about a little bit about my relationship with you. I've known you for how long have I known you?
Oh my God! You and I opened
15
that
years?
clinic. I was going to say it's been at least 15 years, brother.
Yeah, and so the thing I find, and I'm not going to get into any crazy stuff, but I when I met Carl was opening up a walk-in medical center because you were in the medical field for quite some time. And here's the unique thing: he was just a guy, and you're sort of like a guy's guy, party dude. My friend calls you dirt rocker because you kind of got that old rock and roll vibe to you. You know what I mean? It's an endearing thing. He doesn't mean it in a bad way, but you're the dirt rocker guy. It's awesome. But you open up.
I guess I should write that down.
No, don't. No. Yeah. But you open up this clinic not being a Scientologist. You help open up a Scientologist clinic. I came in there not being a Scientologist. We both worked in a clinic, and I actually got involved with a couple of courses and everything, and you kind of freaked out like, dude, be careful. Anything can happen sort of thing. You were with them for quite some time in that clinic, right?
I did. I was there for over a year before you got there.
How come you never turned? How come they didn't get you?
It was one of those things where they were so nonchalant and I don't know, almost sneaky about it that it pardon my French on your show, it made my dick itch.
So you just got a weird vibe right out of the gate. You're like, eh.
No, it just made me uncomfortable. The whole thing made me uncomfortable. Chris, you and I are both part of the military.
Yeah.
And and we don't go forcing our beliefs on on anybody.
Oh, I do.
Regardless of what it is. Well, I know you do, but that's what you get paid to do.
Right.
But no, that whole thing was a little bizarre, and I saw you heading down that path, and once you started taking those courses, like, oh shit, here it comes.
Yeah, but what did I tell you? I told you, listen, I'm not a person that gets led anywhere. That never happens. I go where I want to go. I've never been that person. And interesting enough, the funny thing out of that whole thing was I took some courses because I was interested. And I grew up here in Clearwater, so I'm quite exposed to the whole Scientology thing. It's never been, like, to me, a weird thing. Like, when I was in high school, it was a little weird to see them around town. But I never, thought, oh, my God, we have a cult here. Jordan's the one that thought it was a cult. He almost got involved because he's right in the smack dab in the middle of the whole thing.
Almost got involved.
Yeah, no, you said yourself. You said there was Scientologist magic oozing from the buildings in downtown Clearwater.
You live in their Mecca.
True. Yeah.
He's in the slime trail. But I had a
Drinking buddies with Tom Cruise and shit.
I think I'm being misquoted
right.
here.
So I had a friend that was a friend of my mom's that found out that I was working at the clinic at the time, and she told my mother, "Well, you got to help him." And my mother's like, "Why?" And she goes, "Well, he's single, and he can't be with the Scientologist if he's single." And she's like, "Well, why? Why not?" She goes, "Well, they don't have sex, He's like, I know, and I'm like, what? Who? When my mother told me, I'm like, who the hell told her that? Like, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. They don't have sex.
If mom was so concerned about your sex life, she should have helped you with your receding hairline.
Nice. Well, what can she do? What is she gonna go seed my head in the middle of the night? Well, come on.
I don't know. She could have paid for some implants or something. I don't know. I'm just giving you a hard time. Now, wait a minute. Do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about Freelander for 90 seconds or not?
That's up to you. I didn't bring it up because I didn't know how you felt about that. We can talk about that if you'd like. I have no problem with that at all. Do you want to talk about it?
No, I'm fine.
All right. So let me.
We can chat about that.
All right. Let me set it up. Okay. So Carl and I worked at this walk-in medical center, and then I left there under some weird circumstances. They gave me severance. Everything was cool, and I dipskied, right? So Carl ends up, like, later on I'm working at another place, and I'm like, I've kind of reached the ceiling of where I'm at. So I call Carl. He's got this job. He's working with this neurologist, and he's, like the right-hand man. He's got a Lexus as a company car, and you should come out. And I'm like, this all sounds fantastic. And so I leave my job. They throw me a big-ass party, by the way, and when I came back, I felt like a moron. Okay, let me just say that. The big-ass party, good luck. Yeah, like, seriously, drug reps got involved, and they catered it, and it was like a huge deal, and I got a picture. Yes, Crystal.
Was that advanced derm?
That was advanced derm.
You were the derm coordinator and you left?
Yeah.
I was wondering.
So, because I really wanted more money, and it seemed like a good opportunity. Anyway, so I go to work with this doctor. He's a little odd, as a lot of doctors are. Carl is the right-hand man. He's running around, acting all huffy-puffy and doing his thing. And the whole thing just starts to get a little weird. And then there's, like, little incidents where the doctor says things that are kind of inappropriate to me about his wife. I'm just like, okay, this whole thing's weird. So I told Carl, I said, listen, I don't know if I can do this, man. I called my old job back. Hey, listen, can I come back? I don't trust this. And so I leave. What happens after that, Carl?
What doesn't happen after that? Okay. First of all, I don't know about this whole huffy puffy thing.
No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that you were a boss man.
How you really feel, brother.
No. I didn't mean that the way it sounded. I know when I said. I meant that you were in charge. You were doing your thing, dude.
Well, I was running the mobile MRI unit. We were doing clinical drug trials.
Right.
There was a whole bunch of things going on, and we had multiple offices.
Yeah.
And I'm standing outside the office in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
I just stepped outside, lit a cigarette, and there's a masked DEA agent pointing a 9mm at me, and he knew my first and last name
Oh, crap.
and pronounced it appropriately, which was a little scary
Yeah,
in
dude.
and of itself.
Yeah, they're not fishing at that point. They know exactly.
Well, maybe you should somewhere along the line write my name down so that everybody can try and pronounce it themselves. But this guy had it down, diction, letter by letter.
Yeah.
He knew who I was. So anyways, they rated us, and lo and behold, I was the part of the very first pill mill that got popped in Tampa, St. Pete, Sarasota, Lakeland, Orlando, and Jacksonville, all at the same time.
Damn, dude. He had offices in all those places, or this was just a bunch of different places they hit?
No, we had offices in all those locations.
Oh, my God. So the DEA rolls in, shitstorm happens.
No. Alphabet soup rolls in. You'd have thought they found Bin Laden, dude. There was helicopters.
Well, I mean,
Did you not?
Well, no, man, but Florida's
FBI.
Florida takes it very seriously. So let me just say this: Did you know what was going on, or I mean, because you're
No, sir.
So
No.
you didn't know there was a lot of stuff going on that you had no idea.
No.
Yeah.
No. And basically, what brought the whole thing, house of cards down was the other guy, the other owner, Freelander's partner, was overwriting prescriptions and giving them to his 18-year-old son, who was taking them to Tarpon Springs High School and selling them.
Nice.
And one of the little 16-year-old kids got caught up and started singing, and they started watching us. And you know what you'll get a kick out of this, guys. You know what my downfall was? They sent an undercover officer in to get prescriptions refilled. I hadn't seen this guy in months. And Chris, you remember we used to make photocopies of the scripts so that we could relate back to what we had given you last month.
Yeah.
You remember?
Right.
Anyways, so I looked at I'm looking at his chart. And I was like, well, how many of these did I write you last month? It was Xanax. And I said, how many of these did I write you for last month? And he was like, oh, Doc, it doesn't matter. I've given it to the strippers anyways.
Oh, man. You didn't stop and go, what?
Nope, I didn't. And that's what got me.
Oh, dude. Because I would have been like, the strippers, don't say that to me, dude. Don't say things like that to me. Why would you say that to me, brother?
You're joking, right?
My attorney handed me a CD and said, here's the best of Carl. Take it home, listen to it. I'm like, oh, crap, here it comes. And I did. So we had some fun. We had some federal fun.
So what happened? What was the punishment handed down to everybody?
Let's see. I did 2 years federal.
Damn.
You remember my wife Sarah?
Yes.
She was also an employee. She passed away during this whole process of liver cancer.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Which brings me to my next point. Thank you, Chris. You know I love you.
Yeah.
This following weekend, and we'll get back to it. We got the Relay for Life up here.
Okay.
But anyways, Freelander got 9 years. Troy got 10 years.
Damn, 9 and 10.
I got 2. Yeah, 9.
So they're still in.
And there's a couple.
They're still in.
Actually, Troy's at the halfway house now. Freelander's enjoying himself at the USP in Atlanta, which is not a happy place.
That dude was a little crazy, man. He's a little bit of a crazy man.
Not a happy place for a crazy Jewish doctor that feels like he's still entitled to go back and practice in medicine.
Yeah, a specialist, no doubt.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm telling you, I was always really weird about that. Like I did comedy at this place, and I had a kid come one time. He says, "Oh, I heard you work for a doctor." And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Hey, man, how about get me some of the script pads?" And I looked at him. I was like, "What are you, crazy?
Yeah.
You out of your mind?" I'm not doing that. I said, and secondly, I work for a dermatologist. What are you going to write some creams for yourself? What are you going to do?
Well, if he's asking for scripts, maybe he needs some creams.
No, he needed some. He wanted to get that all the rest of the pills everybody's done. Well, listen,
yeah.
you're on the other side of this thing, and now you got your own business. And look, man, it looks pretty sweet. You're getting ready to branch out, heading to Texas, going to franchise out. I'm excited for you, dude.
Well, you know what? It was awesome to see you, and your enthusiasm kind of spills over. You know, we get a lot of positive feedback everywhere we go. We're in with the local chamber of commerces, and even some of the Rotary clubs, and some of those things can be pretty difficult to get into. But we show up and we kick out a really fresh product, and people see, and in that kind of an environment, you were there.
Yeah.
Imagine if there had been another 8,000 or 10,000 people there that had been aligned, and people don't necessarily want to wait. But once they see, folks like you and, people walking around with it, everybody's attitude changes, and we very rarely have any problems. And like I said, we're just absolutely having a phenomenal time. It is work, but we're really, all the music and the people that we get to interact with is just absolutely unbelievable.
Where can people check you out online if they want to find out where you're going to be? What festivals you're going to be at?
We're on FaceSpace. I don't do that. That's not my deal. You have to talk to Jeff's guy.
Did you just say FaceSpace?
Yes, I did.
Facebook?
I think he's being a dick.
Feel free to use it.
Feel
free to use it.
I'll pass.
Well, next time you're in the area, let us know again, because I want more of that pizza.
Yeah, the Swine Crime pizza was awesome.
That's one of my more popular pizzas. I mean, if you're a meat lover, that's where it's at.
I'm getting that next time.
The next time I'm going to be down there. Oh yeah, I stepped into that one, didn't I? The same people that put on the Pepper Fest are doing the I Like It Hop Festival in Largo, and I want to say that's in September. I'll have to get back with you.
Well, that's
with,
good.
Specific dates.
Well, listen, I'm looking forward. I hope we get a chance to see it at the High Octane. I'll be there in a week or so. That's up in Crystal River. We're doing a show with Tiffany, Barbee, Carl. If you guys want to meet him, you're a local and you've heard the show, come out and check it out. We'll be out there at the Bonkers Comedy Night at the High Octane Saloon in Crystal River. Carl, always a pleasure talking to you. I'm glad we got you on. And anytime you want to call, if you're listening and you got anything to say, just pick up the phone and call.
Roger that, brother. Thank you for your time, man. It's good to see you. I'll look at you when I look at you.
All right, man. My pleasure. There you go, Carl. Light My Fire, cooked pizza, to-go mobile pizza, calling the show. And if you want to check them out, you can do that. It's Light My Fire LLC on Facebook. We'll throw up the link on our page, and you can link to that and see where he's at.
I like that his last name can only be pronounced by DEA agents, apparently. Because I never heard it.
What is it?
Yeah.
Arisman.
Arisman. How is that hard?
Well, it's
By the
I think it's
spelling.
spelled like EH. Well, I'm not going to spell it, but it's interesting.
Arisman.
Yeah. We dabbled on this. You're listening to Double Special. The phone number is 727-475-6139. We dabbled in this a little bit before the thing. Big news, if you don't know, the Baltimore riots are happening. Baltimore's in flames, and it's all over this guy that got choked out or whatever the hell happened to him in the back of a police van. They started with peaceful demonstrations. Where are you going, Tiffany? What are you doing? Oh, for God's sakes, man. Look, we've only been on an hour, and you got to pee already? Hurry up. Go.
She drank a large coffee.
Because I wanted you to hear all this, and now you're not going to be for it. Well, she saunters around.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. She wouldn't learn anyway.
That's fine. We'll start it to take a break and then finish it on the other
All
side. Baltimore stuff, I want to ask her if she knew why it was. Anyway, first day of protesting went fine. A little bit of violence in the afternoon. Then Monday, all hell broke loose. And we saw a lot of destruction, a lot of vandalism, a lot of looting happening once again. I know, Jordan, you and I have went back and forth on this subject.
I know, it gets so boring.
To you, but to the people that listen to the show, because they don't listen to every episode. They don't live every episode like you do. It drives me insane when you say that.
I just
you
think
act like
it's just another horrible riot, and
You know what
it's
it makes-
not right, but this
No,
riot
but
has
let's
legitimate
back up for a
political
second.
backing.
That statement that you just made to me
What?
makes me feel like you don't
What?
think anybody else is listening but the four of us. That upsets me. Think
It
about
doesn't
the
matter.
people that are listening.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
God.
people listening.
What did
Sorry, I
you
don't
say?
wanna be bored by this crap.
Restate your opinion there. on that.
There's a legitimate political grievance behind this whole thing. That being said, rioting is obviously terrible, but there's been plenty of riots for crappier reasons than this. So what else?
But I don't understand that whole statement by people saying, well, they have a reason to riot, even though it's wrong. People seem to preface that every time with that statement. No, it's wrong. You don't have a reason to riot. You don't have a reason to do that. You have a reason to be upset. You have a reason to go through your channels, but you don't have a reason. There's not a justification for acting like that, in my mind.
Okay, we're saying, hey, we got to look past. Yeah, there's a riot and it's horrible. We got to look past this and understand that these people do have a legitimate grievance, and what's wrong, and what's something that we could do to actually prevent this or
How many
make
of those
all this better.
How many of those kids there that you saw that were throwing cement? So how many of them do you think actually have legitimate grievances against the city for the way that they're treated?
All of them.
How?
So-
That's why they're out there.
What are the?
I am not going to play that game with you.
What game?
There's legitimate political grievances.
From who? From a 17-year-old kid? That's
Sure.
What?
Dude, we're not. You don't. No.
So-
No, you're
used to make
expecting.
blanket
No.
statements like that.
Yeah, you're.
You get to
Whatever.
That's a very vague thing. They have
logical
political,
fallacy.
They have
You
political
know I'm right.
grievances? You're not
Yes.
right.
No.
A man was arrested and died in custody.
You have no idea
he
how he
lived in a
died in
police
custody.
state.
First of all, you don't have
He
any
had a-
idea.
He was
Nobody
jumped.
knows.
He got a spinal injury.
Nobody knows.
Doesn't matter.
It's still under investigation.
It's a symptom. They wouldn't be doing it if we lived in a good and just society. So obviously we don't live in a good and just
Who wouldn't
society.
be doing it?
So maybe we need to focus on
Wait.
making it a good and just society.
What are you saying? Who doesn't?
If we lived in a perfect and good and just society, there would be no riots.
Jordan.
What does that mean? Why would you say? What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does that mean?
You're talking about if. What if? What about right now? We don't live in a perfect
Well,
society,
obviously,
so there's
that's
going
what
to
I'm
be
saying.
riots.
So
There's no
that-
such
I
thing.
didn't ask you if some year in the future that Logan's run time that there will be no riots. I didn't ask you that. I'm asking you how you feel, where you feel that these people have justifiable grievances. You can't latch onto a grievance if it's not your own grievance, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you can be upset about it, but to act like it personally affected you when it didn't.
They
The
feel
investigation is
trapped
still
in
open.
poverty. They
You know
feel
that, right?
discriminated against. They feel that they're living in a police state. that they're stopped and frisked, that they're suspected of crimes, they're stopped and questioned more often. And it's something that we don't deal with as suburban whites, and that's true, right?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, more whites have been shot by police. I saw this analyst done
saw
the other
too.
day. Yeah, more whites are shot by police
Yeah,
per
'cause
capita than blacks. First
Because
of
we
all.
like the suicide by cops.
Secondly,
It's a white guy thing.
the areas where these people are being pulled over typically, and I'm not saying across the board, but the areas that they're being pulled over typically are high crime areas. I'm sorry if those
There you
areas
go.
happen to be all black. I don't know why
Don't
that
forget,
is. I don't have a reason for
They're
that.
high crime areas because more
Because
arrests
what?
take place there because we arrest more black people.
So they commit more. Now, what you just said is insane. You're
What?
telling me that because they get arrested more, they're forced to commit more crimes, and so the area becomes a high crime area?
I'm just saying that if we focus our
Who's
police and
choosing
tell
to do
them,
the crimes?
oh wow,
Who are
dude.
choosing to do the crimes? Are they being forced to commit crimes?
Sometimes.
What? Who's being forced to commit a crime?
Yeah.
What kind of crime are we talking about?
Any
They arrest
crime.
you for anything.
Any. If you look, arresting somebody for anything, if you're actually doing it, is not like an innocent person. You got arrested for doing something wrong. What crimes?
Sometimes you can
are
get
they being-
arrested for talking to the wrong person.
But what
People
crime
have been
is that?
arrested for
What crime is
having a
that?
cousin who has gang
No,
affiliations
those
and
people
they
are,
hang out with
those
them at a
people,
party.
Look, they may be arrested, but at the end they're let go.
Oh
and they
yeah,
can
they're
sometimes
let
sue
go,
the
but you
city.
still you can beat the rap but not the ride. You ever heard that one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
you got
true.
let
Beat the
go
rap,
after
not
you
the
spent
ride.
6 months not being able to afford bail.
Look,
awesome.
listen to what
that
I'm
was
saying to you.
awesome.
Listen to what I'm saying
Oh,
to you.
I got out.
Let me say something to you. If you have a high crime area and the police are in there and they're arresting people, and listen, it looks like this gentleman, and if this is correct, his rap sheet was posted by some guy who's in trouble now, some DJ, and I don't know, he got it off of some site. I don't know if it was social media or one of the police sites, but he was arrested many times for possession and narcotics. And
Okay.
so
he had a drug problem.
or he got arrested a lot with drugs.
Okay.
Okay.
Does that give
so
you
he's not a completely innocent
So he deserves
person.
to be beaten to death in a cell?
No, you don't know what happened to him. You don't know
I
if he
don't know.
was beaten to death.
He died of a
keep saying
spinal
that.
injury.
No, but you keep saying that like you know what happened. You don't know what happened. So when you say he deserves to be beaten to death, you don't know that actually happened. Here's some other information that might be curious to you to find out. It's come out on social media. I don't know if it's true. I can't substantiate it, but multiple sites have been reporting this, that he actually had neck surgery 2 days before this arrest happened. And it was the third neck surgery that he had. So he had a fusion in his neck.
Okay.
So, simply him going, "Don't touch me," and going like that and being tackled to the ground could be enough for that to snap his neck.
Why
But
should
I'm
he
just
have
saying,
been tackled?
because if somebody resists arrest when they're selling drugs or whatever it is that they're doing, I don't know what he was
What was
arrested
he doing?
for.
Oh, so you don't
I'm
know
not sure.
that. You
I
know
don't
that he
know.
had neck surgery
Yeah.
like 3 times, but you
It's
don't
been
know
on
what
the
was
internet.
happening
Well,
when
no,
he got
it's
arrested.
on social. That's
Yeah.
social media, and then other sites are reporting what's been
Yeah.
posted on
I'm
social
just saying,
media.
the story's
which is-
out there. Once again, like the Michael Brown thing, a little bit more, you guys were all freaking out and saying, "Oh, this innocent person. Then we found out later, not such an innocent person." Tiffany,
Not
you were
such an
going to say
innocent person.
something.
Oh,
Hold on, Tiffany. Give her a chance. Hold on. It's
So
just you and me for a bit.
a black guy got
See-
shot in his
see.
back because he was doing drugs, and then people got mad.
You couldn't be further from what the hell
I
we're talking about. You
know.
have
I know. Why do you pause for her?
Yeah, because that's why. Did you hear
Yeah.
that? That was beautiful.
You're diffusing the argument.
No, there is no argument.
No, you let it go. You let it go. That he deserved to
So-
die
You-
because look at what he
I
did
didn't
before.
say. First of all,
oh,
I-
look at that. He got caught with a little bit
Okay,
of drugs
stop.
before
And
he
let-
deserved to
when
die.
Was he
you said
black?
stop, let me say. I never said anybody deserved to die.
Oh,
First of all, okay. I simply said you don't know what happened inside that van. For you to be saying that they killed him is really horrible. Yes, Crystal.
So to Tiffany's thing, dude,
What?
she doesn't
really-
even know
that's
what
not
happened.
All right, first formulate a sentence. I go to whatever Tiffany's thing, dude, bruh. What you said was, yeah. Come on.
All right. Well, first of all, I don't really think that this is a racial situation in Baltimore. The majority of the
I
police
never said
department
it was.
is black. Well, no, I know, but a lot of people do feel like it's racial, but it's not.
That's what Jordan was saying.
The majority of the police department in Baltimore is actually black. It's more of the police and the civilians in Baltimore have a very bad, a sour relationship. It's been a long history of violence from the police
All
to
right.
the civilians.
Boston
Let me just interrupt
massacre.
you real quick for a second. All right, that's another byline that I've been hearing, bad relationship with the police. There's always a bad relationship with the police in a poor, impoverished, minority area where there happens to be a lot of criminal activity going on because they have to be in there
Yeah.
to arrest criminals.
Because criminals don't like
I'm not
police.
saying that all black people are criminals or all Hispanics are criminals. I'm just saying in these areas that are low income, these people are making choices to sell drugs, to be violent. Most of the deaths in this country are black on black within their own community. So this notion that the police are going around that the police are going around choking people out and killing them on purpose is starting to be upsetting. Yes, Jordan. to me.
But they're going around choking people out and killing them.
They are
That's
doing that.
happened.
That-
It's been
that is
captured on
happening.
videotape. Number one.
Listen, let me tell you something. I watched the riots and then I watched them unfold and I watched them destroy that police car, right? And at the end of that destruction of the police car, one kid was in the back seat. When they rolled up, he took off. It was pretty funny. He kind of got caught on the door and he slipped and fell. Dude, it took 2 dudes to tackle that dude down. Now, I don't know what you think police are supposed to do when they're apprehending a criminal to not hurt them. I don't know what you think how easy it is to capture somebody when they're in the commission of a goddamn felony. But eventually, one guy, he got free of one dude. Another cop grabbed him and slammed him into the bumper of a car. It looked pretty violent. But the kid was not stopping. He was not doing what they were saying. He was destroying a police car, and he chose to run. So I say if you get effed up when you're doing that, you deserve that.
Is that
Or
how
they
his
could've-
back
That's the choice
got
you
hurt?
made.
They could have videotaped him and identified him and then captured
Dude,
him later
you know
in
how
time.
lame that sounds? They
Are-
already videotape people all over the place. Yes, Tiffany,
Are we
sorry.
talking about the guy who got his back hurt?
No, we're talking about the riots afterwards. Now, again,
So was the guy a kid
we
that got
don't-
his back hurt?
No, he was a full-grown man.
So
but
why
we,
do people care that are little?
what?
Why do the little people care? Why do the
Because they're
17-year-old
upset
kids?
about the injustice they feel has occurred. It has nothing to do with
17-year-old kids
age.
are such brats.
No, adults are too. There are a lot of adults
But you
that are
said it was a
upset
bunch
too.
of teenagers.
Initially, the rioting started with, there was a bunch of younger
Oh.
kids. But, I mean, there were still people out. There were other people throughout the weekend and out throughout the country that are adults that are,
Yeah, but
protesting
teenagers
this.
are dumb.
But
No,
peacefully, they're
teenagers
not
aren't.
rioting.
That's not fair, Tiffany.
They're
to
not
say that.
supposed to catch cars on fire. They're just being teenagers. They're like,
Listen,
I
I'm
can
just
blow up a
tired
car.
of the narrative making out to be all these people that do this. They have a reason and they're justified. It's not justified. You make a choice like that. I've been upset about many things in my life. I didn't choose to go out and chuck rocks
Right.
at people.
I
That's what I'm
agree.
saying.
But
It's
their
not my
anger
choice.
is justified.
No,
Their
it's not.
actions are not.
The anger is not justified if you're
is.
not personally, dude. I'm telling you, I
Oh,
think
if you're
I
not
don't
personally-
think. All right, whatever, dude. If you're running around, like I get the vibe, like hold on, Crystal, I'm gonna get to you. I get the vibe that a lot of these people are doing stuff that they know is illegal in their neighborhoods, and they're saying to the cops, "Leave us alone." That's not going to happen. You're not going to be left alone to do whatever the hell you want to do. I watched a 10-minute video from
Unless you're white and you can afford land in Iowa, and then those,
I watched-
they're out there in a compound. We'll leave them.
I'm
going to
get to you, Crystal. I watched a 10-minute video of a black man that lived in the area, knows a lot of people in Baltimore, and he said the same thing.
Okay.
Your neighborhoods are the way they are because you allow them to be that way. You make them that way. It's not the white person's fault. It's not the government's fault. It's not the economy keeping you down. Plenty of people pull themselves out of the ghetto and make a good lives. You make the choice whether you want to sell drugs or illegal cigarettes or whatever the hell you want to do. I could have done that. I could sell pot all day long. I know what the risk is, and I'm not going to blame the man when I get busted for it. Yes, Crystal.
Right. I agree with Chris completely.
Yes, Crystal. Go ahead.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
found a YouTube video to back you up.
No,
You
it's
win.
not. Listen,
That
you
was
say
well
YouTube. Hold on,
sourced, sir.
but you say YouTube, but that's an American who has voices of opinion, who is from that area, who witnesses the places that you have not been to. So
Yeah.
you don't know. I've been through Baltimore. I know how it is there, dude. There's a lot of
Been through
really
Baltimore.
there's a lot of really awful areas
Yeah.
that are really sketchy, dude. Sketchy.
Fancy rich
All right, and I may.
Connecticut kid.
Yes, Crystal. I was gonna keep going, but I think you forget.
Why should we tolerate those sketchy places? All
We
right,
don't
Crystal.
tolerate them. That's why the police roll up in there.
Oh, that's not
Go ahead.
tolerating.
That's policing. Yes.
Okay, let's say once a suspect is subdued or in police custody
Yes.
and they've been taken care of, the excessive violence that happens after that, and it is occurring more and more frequently, is
What
what the problem is the
what
beating.
happens if the person tries to get away or tries to fight their captor?
Okay, they have the right to defend themselves, but they can tase people. They don't have to shoot people. And you've seen the videos
This
too.
guy
You've seen-
wasn't shot though.
I understand this guy wasn't shot, but I'm talking in the bigger scheme of
Okay.
things. You saw the video of the guy in the wheelchair that the police were just beating
That
on
was rough,
camera.
yes.
That was rough. That's excessive. That is the bigger problem. What happened to this guy in this van?
You know what I didn't see after that video? I did not see like streets filled with handicapped people flipping cars over and throwing
Wow.
chunks of concrete.
No, you're
How are they
right.
gonna do
How
Oh, what do you say? They're not capable? They're very handy capable.
Flipping a car?
I don't know. You get enough of them together. They
Guys,
got wheels.
that I question
Couple
that.
of 2x4s, get some good, leverage going. Yeah, it's not that big. Come on.
yeah, they could.
Did you see
do-
Myrtle Ball? I wouldn't mess with those dudes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Crystal. Go ahead.
No, how they're handling the situation in Baltimore is very wrong. The rioting and
Okay.
this is not the way to get your point across.
Right.
But
And
she's
the po-
right, though.
and-
The
and-
police are becoming increasingly militarized and violent
Well, they have
in
to
their
be.
interactions
Well,
with the
after,
public.
look, after what I just saw, I think they have to be.
Well,
And
I think
listen,
there are people are
listen,
saying that they don't have to be, and
But
they shouldn't be.
No, but they need to be in these instances. They need to
Ugh.
be, and they know. And there are people saying now that they should have been that way sooner. There were people in the community said that they watched this happen. They allowed the looting to happen in the city because they were afraid to do anything. And the residents are like, you should have had the National Guard here before the funeral, waiting for something to happen.
Or maybe they're saying, hey, a property crime is not as bad as actual like violence and death. So maybe we should let this try and run out and then go in and arrest these people since we've got plenty of videotape evidence against them.
That would be a fine argument if the property damage happened first. It didn't. The chunks of rock, they knocked one cop into a coma. I don't know if he's even come out of the coma.
Okay.
That was violence. They initiated the violence. The police actually in this instance and most throughout this weekend in Baltimore did a really good job of not effing people up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they could
Like,
have been
seriously.
shooting people.
Well, they
Like
were, dude. Crystal
battlefields.
and I saw they shoot these. What were they called? Rubber mallets.
Oh yeah, they're
They
crazy.
look like little teeny, like a handle with like a big knot. Look like almost like a rubber piston out of an engine. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And they shoot them out of guns, dude. I'm like,
Right.
holy crap!
So
if I
if
got
they
hit with one
were-
of those, I think I'd die.
If they're as bad
Oh,
as
you can
you're
die from
saying
those.
that
Well,
they
yeah,
are,
some of them.
if they're as bad as you're saying that they are, Jordan, they would have been shooting people with real bullets.
right, it didn't get
Which
to
has
that. Thank
happened.
God. Yes, Crystal.
But the
No, it didn't just happen.
people shouldn't be afraid of their government or their state or their police because then that creates tyranny, and that's not
What is
what
tyranny exactly?
tyranny is. When the people fear their
Tyranny.
government.
It's tyranny.
Sorry, it's when you fear your government, when you fear your state, your police.
That's not tyranny.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's
dude.
not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
All right.
No, it's not. Tyranny is when your government oppresses you and they're in complete control. That's what
Right,
tyranny
and when
is.
you fear them.
No,
you
the fear,
are in fear
the fear
of the
just comes
government.
naturally after the tyranny happens.
Well, okay, but it's another way to put it.
Depending
you
on
fear
who's
the
being
government.
tyrannical.
The government really should fear us.
No.
Yeah, they should because
What do
we're the one who elect them into their offices. They should fear
But
us.
they're in charge of us.
That's
when
what
we have
that's what these people in the streets were trying to do this weekend, and it's not going to work. You can't put fear into the heart of the government, not on that level.
But the
This is
government
whole
can't
thing
have
was
complete
disorganized.
control
I'm just saying that I'm tired of the arguments that these people out there are doing what they're doing, making these choices are
But the
victims.
police
I
can't
don't
do
wanna
what
buy
they
it.
want
They're adults.
either.
They know what the hell
I
they're
think
doing.
what's happening, Chris.
Yeah.
Number one, let's all admit or agree, the police are basically the organized violence on behalf of the state. That is their function and purpose.
No,
They
I don't
are
agree with that.
they are organized violence on behalf.
I
of
don't
the
agree with
state.
that at all.
Why not? That's exactly what is
No,
going on.
they're not out there to do violence. They're out there to
It-
uphold the law.
it's
Violence is part of that,
It's
but that's
violence,
not
whether it's physical,
That's not their
economic
job.
violence by giving you a traffic
Hey.
ticket, or
their
just-
economic
No,
violence.
stop
or taking
it.
your time by
Okay.
hassling you and taking
So
you to jail.
is anybody responsible for the laws that they break? You're aware that we have laws
Doesn't
in
matter.
the
No,
country. It doesn't matter
Let
to
me
you,
finish.
but it
Let me
matters.
finish.
Okay.
They're trying to keep
hold on.
people
They
Stop,
are
stop.
organized violence, and we do admit that a certain level of that is necessary for a society to continue and function, to maintain the society at a stable place.
No.
But I think the current demonstrations and riots and all these things are demonstrating that there's an imbalance at this point, that the political violence, the state-sponsored violence has become out of whack. And the people are demanding that we force that back down, that the balance be restored to where it was.
That officers are held accountable for their actions
They
and
are.
not giving them. The
Most of
majority
them
of them are not.
And let's
no,
face it,
the majority
the
of them
drug
are not.
war and then 9/11 have created this unholy monster of a police force that is money driven by seizures and arresting people and getting them on probation so they can get this whole criminal justice system funded. If you keep them in and out of the system and on probation and all that, then that's money coming in. So that's part of their whole job.
What about the reason that you're on probation in the first place?
At
Does that
one
count
point, it
at
stopped.
any point?
At some point, it stops even mattering, though, dude. You get stuck on there. There's plenty of people stuck on there where you
Stuck on there
you,
what?
You've done the
How
time.
do they get stuck on
you've
there?
You've actually served most of the
Yep,
punishment,
you
but
did
you
your
get
probation.
you get a violation of probation because you didn't call in or you changed jobs and all this and crap, and you go back to jail.
So
I've
because
heard
you
plenty
didn't
of
do
people
the-
got
so
stuck in
because
there.
you didn't do the things they asked you to do.
Well, okay.
Well, I'm just saying, dude. I learned my lesson. Look, I was wrapped up in the system. Trust me. I got taken to jail twice over traffic tickets that I did not pay. So I know exactly what you're talking about. But a lot of it was my fault. First of all, I did the infraction. That was me. That was not like erroneous infraction. Then I made a choice not to pay them the money.
Okay.
Then I got well. I mean, that's how it works, bro.
But
yeah,
traffic-
I've never gotten in trouble. I've never
Traffic
done
tickets
anything.
are a very
Traffic
smooth
ticket-
ride compared to what
No,
a drug rap. Let's be honest.
Okay, but but the same
Drug
difference.
raps with the mandatory sentence and
But-
all that crap, you get stuck in that
Listen.
system
So-
forever.
so do
And
those people that are selling
and
drugs.
if the laws are being disproportionately enforced in your community, it's going to make it a lot harder, and
How are
everyone's
they
going to be trapped.
disproportionately enforced?
Oh, come on, they're not.
How are they
Listen,
not? How are they enforced that way?
Th- statistics
listen,
prove that
listen, how? Because if a cop rolled through my neighborhood, there's no drug dealers standing out on the street in front of businesses selling drugs, where it happens in most of these communities. Literally, like on the street. It doesn't happen here. There's nobody selling drugs on the street.
You can go down to Greenwood and buy drugs on the street?
Yes.
What? I didn't know that.
I'm just saying that there are choices made, Jordan, that put you in the situation where you get put into the system. How you get your drugs. Maybe the people that don't end up in the system find a way to get their drugs more discreetly. I don't know. They don't roll up to a flea market and have a guy take it out of a fence post. I mean, which I've done. So at the time I was like, I could go to jail right now, and I was in the hood. I mean, I was, they ripped us off half the time. I know I've been there, dude. Yes, hold on.
Listen,
Tiffany.
don't break laws, and you won't get in trouble. Unfortunately, doing drugs is a law that's broken right now.
Okay, you say that, but there are plenty of people that are incarcerated, like totally innocent, totally mistaken identity. So that doesn't always happen. I mean, you can still not break any laws and still end up in prison.
If
that
a
does happen.
cop pulls you over, you got to be like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, I've never gotten in trouble. I've never broken any laws. I don't have any problems with the cops at all.
Last word. We'll wrap
girl.
this up. We'll wrap this up, and then we'll take a break. It's been a good discussion, but I just want to say this: I'm not sitting here saying that the police are not, abusing some power and being physical. I don't get it. I don't agree with the whole, this whole state of violence thing. I just think that's ridiculous. But at some point, the people that are committing the crimes and being arrested or being in a position to be arrested have to take responsibility for that. I mean, does that sound crazy to you? Is that a crazy theory that those people should say, yeah, I did it, instead of saying on cops, no, these ain't my genes. I don't know where this came from. I mean, that's what the cops had to deal. And they're like, I know you did it. I saw you do it.
You're just focusing more on punishing more people. And
Nope.
these bad people, let's punish them. I'm saying, hey, let's look at where the fault in our society is. Obviously, this reveals a huge fault in our society. What can we do to correct
Where
that?
is the fault, though, that people decide to sell drugs? Where is that fault?
I don't know, Chris, but I'm saying there's obviously huge faults that are in play here, and maybe we should be focusing on fixing it rather than just ladling out punishments and continuing like nothing's wrong.
Ladling out punishments?
That's what you want.
No, I want people to go to jail when they sell drugs on the street corner by the school.
Ladle out punishments.
I don't sell drugs on the corner.
Oh,
I don't go to jail.
You used to buy them, though.
No, one time, 2 times. You know how sketchy that was? I'm like, this is stupid. And they don't care. They're more brazen about it now. Yes, Tiffany, real quick.
Well, like, it's a shame about what happened to Carl. Like, he was obviously, like, but, you know, it just, like, sometimes that kind of stuff happens, and that sucks. But
and then you're saying it only happens to black people. There are numerous people that went down for selling drugs on a corporate level, and they went to prison for it.
And
10 years in prison, dude. And what? Wait, I want to hear this.
I don't even want to, because I don't know any of the specifics of that case, so I don't know.
He just told you specifics. They were selling pharmaceutical drugs to people on the street.
And he's white.
Out of the clinics.
He got tackled by DEA.
That's a whole nother. That's a federal
difference.
crime. It's not a. Yeah, no, federal and state are different. At any rate, he was still selling drugs, and you're right. It's not all blacks, but most low-income neighborhoods are mostly populated by blacks, and they outweigh whites in the prison system. No, you're right, it does. But it's across the board. All races are harassed and abused by the police, and it's more and more frequently, and they need to kind of fix that because the people aren't going to stand for that anymore.
A cop bought you food.
That's true. They did. That was nice. Yay.
How long is that? Is it long?
I don't know.
Okay, you should find out.
Maybe you should.
Yeah, we're going to take a break. We'll be back for the second half of Double Special right here on doublespecial.com. In the second half, we'll have an idioms contest. We'll talk about Tiff's Photoshop tour poster and Crystal and Jordan's plushie video. We'll be right back with a little bit more of Double Special.
filling up with hate. I wish that you would drop it to before it's much too late. And try to walk 1 mile in my shoes. You wouldn't last 1 mile in my shoes. All I wanted was for you to be my friend. To listen to me, maybe understand. It's hard to see with your eyes under red. But it always bounce right back like love was friends.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Second half, double special in the studio. Tiffany, Barbee, JB Lee, Crystal Hayes-Gorges, hyphenated wife of mine. Big shout out to the guys who what's she do? Hit herself in the
She
face?
just hit herself in the 09 with her headphones.
Big shout out to the guys we met at the Pepper Fest. That's Leanne's Cheesecakes and More. Jason's Fire Fusions and the Evil Seed Sauce Company. I love the sound of that. The Evil Seed Sauce Company.
Yeah, that's good chicken you made. What was that sauce again?
That was the chocolate scorpion
Yes.
sauce from the Evil Seed, or was
no,
it Jason's?
that is from Jason's Fusions.
Yeah, Fire
Fusions, yeah.
Crystal
Tasty
picked up
bit
a
of
few
sauce.
hot sauces that we may be using them in some other challenges. I want to talk about this real quick. Also, we got let's talk about this real quick. This weekend, Tiffany and I are heading first real road trip. We're heading to Indianapolis, Indiana. Go ahead and throw up that poster real quick, Jordan, while you stop playing with your stupid smoker thing. There it is. We'll be up there for the weekend. We had 3 shows scheduled, but unfortunately the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight is going to take over the second show. Damn it. So it's cutting me out of some money. But maybe we'll check out the fight, Tiffany.
Yeah, I want to watch the fight. I was kind of like, I kind of wanted to watch the fight.
But do you want to drive leave from the fight and then start driving?
No,
'cause
I
it's
thought we
15
get the
hours.
hotel for 2 nights.
Yeah, we do. So what are you going to leave like early in the morning, like when it's still dark out? That sort of deal?
Why? Why don't we just leave in the
Because I don't want to
morning?
get here at midnight. I'd like to see my family, for God's sakes, before he goes.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about you having a family.
Mm.
Well, I don't have
What
to
time were you expecting to roll in here? Like, because you have to have the car back on what, Monday?
Yeah, Monday.
Okay, all right.
I don't
well,
think
that's
you-
fine.
I just thought that we're gonna leave at like 9 o'clock in the morning and then get back at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Holy crap! I don't want to get back at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Dude, we'll leave
He's got to
whenever
get up
you'd
and
like.
take Jake to school
All
on
right,
Monday.
number one.
Do I? No, I don't. You
Yes,
can
you
take
do.
Dude, you
Nope.
can take him to school.
Nope, I'm going to have him all weekend. Are you kidding me? I'm going to be by then. I'm going to be up to my eyeballs
you
and just
Hold
like,
on,
oh my
All right,
God.
everybody stop. Yes, Jordan.
I don't think you factored in pee breaks for Tiffany because you said you were going to keep her filled up on coffee.
Oh,
I know.
man.
She's had to pee twice tonight
Well,
during
you
the
know
show.
why?
Dude.
You know why though? Because I didn't eat anything for a long time. So usually, if I have food when I have coffee, it soaks it up.
Yes, Crystal.
I have an idea. You should catheter her for the trip.
I'm not putting a
No.
catheter in my feature.
It would
all right?
save
That's
you
not gonna
so much
It's
time.
the creepiest comedy
Hey,
story I've ever heard in my
When
life.
we've went on road trips, have I stopped us that much to
No,
go pee?
she
See,
drives.
I'm fine.
That's
she
different.
drives.
This is like 15 hours, dude.
She
15
drives.
hours.
She drove almost the whole 7 hours, I think, on the way
Yeah,
up,
and I
right?
didn't
7
pee at all.
hours.
I think I just peed one time.
No, just in a cup. Peed in a cup.
Oh, did you really?
No, she didn't pee in a
No.
cup. Come on.
Oh.
He stops when he stops to have a cigarette. Like, it's okay. Like I said, though, if I have a bunch of coffee and then I didn't eat anything to soak it up, that's when I have to go pee.
Can I take down that poster because it's freaking me out?
Why? What's wrong? I know. I want to talk about it.
Tiffany looks kind of like Robin Savage.
All right,
in
so
that.
the poster's up. And for the
It does.
okay, for the viewers that can't see this because you're listening on audio and not
The
visual.
listeners, in other words.
Listeners, yes. We have a poster. It's the Gorgeous Summer Comedy Tour poster. It is a shot from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Tiffany is playing the part of Benicio del Toro driving, and I am Hunter S. Thompson there, or Johnny Depp. And then we've got the beautiful Tobey Maguire with the worst hair ever in the back, looking very scared. And it says, "This is Bad Country." It's a good poster. It's got all the dates up there. We're going to be all over Crystal River, Indianapolis, Orlando. We're going to Maryland, which should be a blast after the last discussion we had. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Daytona, Jacksonville, all over the place. Good stuff. Then we got the show coming up in May at the Improv that I'll be doing, which is the comedy cast, which all the podcasters, comedians who have podcasts are going to be in. That's at the Tampa Improv. I'll throw that up as well when the poster gets made. Yes. my dear.
I think it's really impressive how my hair like goes right into his
Oh, yeah.
hair. I did a really good job.
No, before it looked kind of weird, and then I don't know why he made his hair short though. Why did you just not leave it long?
Because that's how long his hair was.
Was it?
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
I thought it was longer.
That's his hair.
Okay. Oh,
And I just made it be my hair.
okay. Look. Okay.
It's not the hair; it's the
just-
neckline.
I just made it be my hair. And then
it's like-
I think
yeah.
it's funny that somebody commented too how much that I actually look like Hunter S. Thompson, and I do kind of look like Hunter S. Thompson. It's pretty weird. A very pale, like sort of look like I have liver disease.
You're greenish, like your car sick.
It's and it's funny because I'm up against Johnny Depp's nice tan chest, and it's just not working the off tone.
Yeah, mine's kind of tan.
Well, no, you're like Sarah Palin White next to a Samoan, literally. Yeah. So come check us out in Indianapolis. It'll be fun. 2 shows, Friday, Saturday night, 7 o'clock. Saturday we're gonna be hanging out with Jason Kranick. And for the afternoon, he's going to drive in from Chicago. So I'm looking forward to that whole deal because I really want to see him. I haven't seen him in years, and I'm going to be first to the Hooligans to
Tiffany's
see
never
him.
seen him.
That's gonna be cool.
Other than Davison, I think maybe Davison went to Chicago.
It's gonna be cool to see Jason, but I'm really excited to see Tom because I've been talking to Tom Jones on the internets for a while, like here and there. So it's gonna be cool to see him in person.
Not Tom Jones, the singer.
No,
Oh.
the man.
Okay, because I was like,
The singer's not a man?
He is.
Yeah.
but, like the
What?
regular human man.
yeah, and by the way, Tom Jones is the man. I don't know if you know that. or
Okay.
not.
Wait.
The graphic designer guy.
Okay.
Tom
and
Jones.
they live in Indianapolis.
Yeah, he
and
it's
his
a
wife?
him. No, just him.
Just him.
Yeah,
I
and
thought
he's
there was
got-
a couple that
he's
wanted to
got,
hang out with us.
2 kids and 3 kids, and 2 of them are twins. And
But
one
I
of
thought
them-
there was a couple that wanted to hang out with us, wasn't
No.
there? Oh, okay, I mistook. All right. Just thought it was going to be a
Well,
foursome.
like Tom, I think has friends.
Why don't you just go out with Tom and I'll hang out at the hotel room? You can go around and see the city
No,
sights.
I don't like anything you're saying. You're
Go see
coming. Stop it.
Go see the Space Needle.
You're coming too.
You don't trust him, do you, Tiffany?
What'd you say?
You don't trust this Tom
Oh,
fella.
hell
no,
no.
I do, but I just that's weird. I like Chris coming along. Just leave Chris at the hotel.
You
Good
can check
grief.
out the dates if you'd like. If you don't see the poster, we'll put it up on Twitter. I think we've already posted. Or you can go to gorgeouscomedy.com. All the dates are on there as well. Let's talk about the plushie video real quick. You guys, Crystal and Jordan, have an idea. I have a 7-year-old son, excuse me, and he watches. He's into plushies, and if you don't know what plushies are, they're like little stuffed animals. It's like another name for a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
Really but there's distinctly plushies. And they're of
Right.
like video game things. He's got Pokemon ones. He's got video game ones like Kirby and all the Pokemon things. And there's a certain sect of kids out there that make little videos that are sometimes like 5 to 10 minutes long, little narratives, and they use the plushes as the characters.
Mhm.
These videos get millions and millions of hits.
Yes.
Right, guys? So we've been seeing this trend where he's watching these and are almost as popular as the gameplay videos, amazingly enough. And it's not because their production value is amazing or the stories are amazing, although some of them do get pretty creative and use like special effects, but most of them are just like little kids making up weird stories that don't make any sense.
Right.
So, Jordan, you had an idea. You and Chris had an idea.
We can get in on that action. Was my idea, basically.
Okay,
So
so
I'm like, that looks
yeah.
pretty low effort and yet fun to do.
So
And
you
possible monies.
You actually did. Okay, I want you to minimize this because I want you to do a little read through right now.
Okay.
You guys decided you're going to do a plush video. Now, I just wanted to ask you, is Jake involved in the video, or are you cutting him right out of the deal?
Oh, I'm cutting him right out.
Dude, that's a crushing blow to a 7-year-old. You're making a plushie video, which he's been asking you guys to do forever, and then you cut him out of the production.
We've made plushie videos with him. You saw me, dude.
But none of them are posted, are they?
Dude, your kid just
No.
can't focus long enough to do this. Be
Yeah.
honest.
You should.
How do those other kids do it though?
Yeah.
They're young.
I don't know.
Are they older?
the
Maybe
other
they don't eat
kids-
milkshakes for 3 times a day.
I know, dude. That's
the,
what I'm saying.
The
Crystal.
other kids,
Crystal.
He doesn't have 3
you should have him
milkshakes
do
a
it.
day.
Jordan, it's creepy because you don't own a kid, and like all of a sudden you're like doing a video for kids.
Well, all right. Before you say that,
Mhm.
let's hear a little bit of the deal here. Now,
And I also took this as an opportunity to try out a new script writing program to see how it worked. and-
also you've been talking about doing voiceover work, so now
Yeah.
let's your chance to.
Right,
I want the voice to be distinctly different, and I also would like you to pay a little bit of homage to the characters themselves. All right. I mean, you're
well,
familiar
I
with them.
distinctly did not do that because I have no idea what their personal mythologies are. So,
Well, no, I don't mean on the page. I mean in emotion
oh yeah,
at all.
What else?
I mean, the voices.
Oh, I think. Oh, okay, but
you
I
know
thought
what
you
the
meant-
voices are?
Yeah, but I can't actually. I'm not. It's not true to the Sonic character. It's
Okay.
not canon.
Oh.
Hold on.
Holy
Before you start,
scamoli.
yes, Crystal.
I want to say is the only one who's probably read this through out of the 3 of us.
Yeah.
It's a really good script, Jordan.
And
Good
I was
job.
thinking
Good job.
Crystal could play Sonic. I was thinking that.
Wow, a girl plays Sonic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of a standard thing that girls play, like
Yeah.
boy parts.
No, you're right. All right, so let's go ahead and roll through a little bit of this. Do we need any music for this? Do we have anything that you wanted to?
Do I have any music?
I don't know. I mean, anything on the YouTube deal there.
Let me see what I
What
picked
about
up.
what's
What is
landing
this?
on a D-Arc planet? That looks like it might be. Not Party House.
Yeah, this works.
What? For Sonic?
Yeah, because this is not just Sonic. It's Sonic versus Angry Bird Super Move Spin Element. Boom, boom, boom. Interior day, a shadowy room, sparsely furnished. In the corner, our hero Sonic.
All right,
busy
first of all, stop. You got lyrics in there. That's not instrumental. I can't hear. I don't even know what you're saying, dude.
All right, no
Worst.
music.
No, it was good until you started going. Oh, Gotahodia. I don't know what the hell that was.
What do you want?
Landing on a planet. How was that? It's a little dark. Is it? Oh, What's
Okay.
really dark?
All right, now do a little ambient noise.
Okay.
All right, where's the script at?
All right, here we go.
All right, so
Interior
Sonic,
day.
busy training his spin move, watching him train our Knuckles and Metal Sonic. And I based characters basically trying to remember what plushies Jake had.
Mhm.
So I threw those into the mix. So that's why all these guys are in here.
Okay.
So Sonic says, Chrissy, no, she's not going to play along. Sonic, almost got it. Sonic jumps in the air, then spins around wildly. Knuckles, whoa, is it going to be big?
All right, give me two different voices, distinctly different voices. Come on,
Yeah,
Jordan.
voiceover
I didn't know
guy.
I didn't know this was going to be a whole
I
part
want
of-
to give me the full thing. Give me the full money here.
Well, okay, like I said, Crystal's doing Sonic.
Okay, fine.
Lightning spin. Sorry, I already messed it
Oh,
up. I'm
good
reading
grief.
sideways. Lightning bolt spin. Go.
A loud zap sound is heard. Knuckles and Metal Sonic are sent flying back by the force of Sonic's power. Sonic lands back on the ground.
Hey, Oli Scamoli. I was not expecting that to happen. Are you guys okay?
As soon as my head stops spinning, I will strangle you.
That's dark.
Knuckles is fine then. What about you, Metal Sonic?
I think I'm allergic to lightning.
Really?
I'm pretty sure that blast reprogrammed something on my motherboard. Oh, is that bad? Maybe, sorta. I could either get a cool mutant power or turn into a zombie. Or both.
Mutant superpowered zombie?
That sounds so cool.
It sounds dangerous.
Why? Oh, do you mean that Metal Sonic will turn into a bad guy?
I hope not. What are the odds that'll turn you evil, Metal?
Right now, I'd say about 5 to 10% chance I'll turn evil. Woo! Unless I already turned evil, in which case the odds are meaningless. Wait, so you could be bad or good right now? No, paradox! My greatest fear, I am literally paralyzed with terror! Knuckles falls over.
Okay, let's stop there. I'm thinking maybe 600 hits. I don't know.
600?
I don't
That's
know.
A lot.
Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna be doing with the plot? That's a
They're
lot.
gonna be acting out those like the kids
You haven't
do.
even got to the whole. It's just the
Yeah.
first episode,
haven't
bro.
even gotten to
See,
Redbird
you know
yet.
what though? I just feel like it's more endearing with a child's voice. Like
All right.
children like to hear other children's voices. They want to listen to adults.
you
They
know
listen
what?
to
If I
adults all the
thought-
time.
That's
I
kind
thought-
of true, though.
I believe you, and if I thought Jake could actually like,
Why not? You're
if you
you're-
had a British voice,
I don't know. We'll try it. We'll give it a shot.
if you had a British.
Do you want
voice.
me to talk in a child's voice?
All right, do you want to get to the skip to the part where Redbird shows
Yeah,
up?
yeah, yeah. Give us something good.
All right. They're interrupted by a sudden, insistent knocking on the door. Knuckles goes to open it. Knuckles opens the door to reveal Redbird. Can we help you? Hey, yes, you can. Let's see, I didn't get this green. Oh, hey, yes, you can. Actually, I'm Red, by the way. Me and the family. See, I was working on his voice, and I'm not getting this right. I'm trying to do like more of a.
It's
it
your
sounds
voice.
like your voice.
I
dude.
know it's
It's
not
your
good.
Voice.
All right, well, I had
Look,
it in my
here's
head.
Knuckles. Can
Put me
we
on the
help
spot.
you, Redbird? Yes, you can
Oh,
actually.
that's
I'm Red, by the way. Me and the family moved in last week.
That was
Now
really
you,
good.
Crystal.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Thanks.
I'm Knuckles, by the way, and these two are Sonic and Metal.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good. Oh, now I
Sonic
like it.
power.
Whoa. Okay, just let me get to it. Did I know this sounds weird, but did anybody here just do some sort of lightning attack? See, it's, very
Yeah,
distinctive
dude,
differently.
That was amazing.
Okay,
Chris.
well-
I like it now. I didn't like it before, but
Well,
now
you know
I'm
what?
into it.
I would love you guys to be involved, but I didn't think you'd be willing to be involved in anything like
I didn't
this.
think you'd be able to do one voice. Well, how come
I
you can't do
mean,
more
I,
voices?
you know what? I haven't worked on everything yet. I wrote a
Wait.
script so far. Shut up.
I thought you're supposed to be a voiceover.
We didn't even get
dude.
to the
You
good
have-
part of it yet.
All right, hold on.
Get to the drama.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, this is so.
Because it kind of looked like some lightning bolts came out of this house and hit my house.
Oh, wow.
Anybody could have shot off that lightning, man.
It hit my house, and it cooked our eggs.
Oh, God.
I like red
Well,
bird.
so what? So some kind of stranger made you breakfast? Could have been the welcome wagon. Could have been anybody.
You don't sound like Knuckles. Knuckles sounds more childish.
Shut up.
He's like, yeah, Sonic.
Nuck, when he says eggs, he means ones he was going to hatch.
Oh, man. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. It was Sonic. He totally shut off the lightning, man.
Oh my God!
I'm
Really, dude? You
so,
can't
so
do that.
sorry.
That's like a sexual innuendo in there.
What do you mean now is that sexual innuendo?
Did you hear what she? Oh yeah. Oh, that he shot off the lightning.
No, that's
It's very weird, dude.
because
Yeah.
he shot off lightning to cook the eggs.
that just
Sonic.
freaked me out.
Oh, wow.
All right,
Okay.
go ahead.
Sonic
Totally
lightning.
shut off the lightning.
Sonic is saying, oh,
Sonic.
man, oh, God, because he just killed like
don't think
3
you should
bird
say
children.
God.
Okay.
All right, whatever. You
All
know
right.
what it's like. Sonic's supposed to go, oh,
Parents don't
man,
like
oh,
God.
God.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
all
you
right,
should
whatever.
say OGs, yeah,
okay.
because adults
It's a
don't like
first
their
draft.
kids to say
Hey, stop.
God.
a first
Finish,
draft.
Sonic. I am.
Oh, I am so, so sorry.
Yeah. So hate to do this, but well, you know how it is, right?
I do not know how this thing is.
I like your metal, Sonic.
Thank you.
Please don't do this. Seriously, man. It doesn't have to go like this.
Ooh, typo. Like what?
Like it is. Like shiny, dude.
I am so lost right now. Who's doing what?
He's an angry bird, Nux. He's going to destroy the house and crush us to death in the rubble.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, this is way worse than that paradox.
Let's do this.
Is it over?
Then there's a huge fight. Sonic has enough. He gathers enough power, and then he performs a spin lightning attack. It's a loud zap again. Redbird goes flying into the wall, then flies motionless. Ouch, my motherboard. Warn me when you're going to do that, Sonic.
I'm sorry it had to be this way, Red.
You cooked him all the way through, Sonic. He smells delicious. Somebody get me unstuck from the ceiling and we'll have early Thanksgiving dinner.
What?
I'm just glad my spin
All right.
lightning power was
Okay.
enough to stop him.
Okay,
I
I got the
think
idea. All right.
Jake should be Knuckles.
And when we get to the last line.
The last line.
They're interrupted by a sudden insistent knocking on the door. Before anyone can move, the door flies open, revealing a giant red bird. That's you, Chris. You have to
Excuse me, has anyone seen my husband?
cut to black.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
Well, I
Yeah,
don't
we live
understand.
a cliffhanger. It's a cliffhanger.
Okay.
I purposely wrote it like terrible for children.
Yeah.
Husband? Why would they be talking about husbands?
Yeah.
What do you mean? 'Cause
He's 7. He
Yeah.
doesn't. He doesn't talk about husbands and wives.
Brother, you should call it his brother.
Oh, he doesn't have a kid. I'm gonna let you have a pass because you don't have a kid. But trust me, when he sees husband, he's gonna be like, they're gonna be like, what
he's
the
not
hell?
gonna. He's not gonna know.
No, of course you know all about kids.
So
All
what
right.
part do you think Jake should play in this?
It's Knuckles. I think he should be
Knuckles.
Knuckles because Knuckles is a little kid.
It's too many lines for him.
No, you know what? When the camera
Maybe he
goes
should
on
play
Jake,
Sonic. No, but he can't play Sonic
when,
either. He
when-
couldn't really do that.
listen, when the camera goes on Jake, Jake gets serious. Like he's all about business when the camera goes on.
We had him do his own plushie videos where he just had them like slam into each other and screeched for a few minutes.
but you
That's
didn't
what
have
they
him
like
with the
there, man.
script.
That's what they
Yeah,
like.
yours
Jordan-
is gonna be too wordy.
Jordan's like David Lynch over here. Listen, it has to be cast just perfectly.
Maybe
all
I'll
right?
let him do
Don't-
the fight part. That's a
don't
good
push
idea.
it.
How's that?
Yeah,
How
there
about
you
I
go.
let him be in charge of the fight scene?
That's a very good idea.
Okay, there we go.
All right, so there it is. That's the plushie video. We'll
put
when
that
are you
on
guys planning on doing this?
This weekend.
It is going to happen this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to have the Redbird voice, I'll say that.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll-
no, that was really good. The only thing you were good at, Jordan, was the metal one.
That's the only thing you're good at in your life.
See, my Redbird. Okay, I was trying to go for more like.
I just went
Yeah,
goofy.
so I hate to do this, but well, you know how it is, right? Like a little more homework.
would be good,
basically.
Yeah, but
but-
you got to really sell it. You're barely doing it.
But-
Sell
Well,
it
I'm
all
just-
the way.
I haven't even worked.
I know. Why are you embarrassed in front of us right now?
I'm not
We
embarrassed
haven't
because I
worked on
haven't
our
worked on it.
voices.
I
Why?
haven't like.
Work on it right now. Get it more deeper.
Yeah.
You're trying to do like a stupid voice. You
Yeah,
gotta be
okay.
really.
Yeah, so I hate to do this, but you
More.
know how it is, right? Little red shiny dude.
I have a question. How does he have a husband if he has a boy voice?
I don't know what she's.
Are you making him gay?
No.
Are you really doing that?
I
with the
swear to
kids
God,
thing?
are you stupid? This is Redbird. The other one is Giant Redbird, which is his wife.
Oh.
That's why she says, "Has anybody seen my husband?"
But
Not
has
like
that
that.
been explained that he's married to the other bird?
Yeah.
Did
Okay.
you explain that anywhere in there?
It's very
He says he's got a family. Doesn't he say he's got a family?
Yes,
I don't
yes,
know.
he does. He
yes,
did. He
he
said
did.
he has a family.
Well,
Well,
you
then
just pay
why
attention
would?
to the script.
Okay, but what was? Hold on.
Oh.
And I Sonic
wait,
killed his
stop.
children.
Everybody, stop. Go
What?
to the end. Who is saying the last line?
The giant angry red bird.
Why don't you call them Giant Mrs. Redbird? Why isn't Mrs. in there
Because
if it's the
I
wife?
based the characters' names on the plushies that I knew Jake had.
Yeah, but one's a Mr. and one's a Mrs. That
Yeah.
settles any confusion that there might be.
that's not how I put it in the script engine.
All right.
I think it's pretty obvious from the context.
More time than I wanted to waste. All right.
Yeah.
You know what?
No, it's very good. I like it, but you really got to sell the voices, otherwise he's
it's
not
for
going to watch it.
children.
It's
so
Yeah, but you have
okay.
to sell the voices.
like I
I'm
said,
telling you.
low effort.
there's little kids doing it. I heard one kid, he was all like going, rah, 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 rah. It was like really ridiculous and
yeah.
over the top, but that's what gets kids' attentions. And
That's where I think Metal Sonic comes in, because I think I'm going
Yeah,
to tart that up a little, make it
so
more
you're
like
going to be
a,
lazy on every other character because you got Metal Sonic down?
Hey,
It was
you know
okay.
what?
Like we haven't
It
worked
wasn't
on
all
our
that.
voices yet.
You know what? Yeah, I got 2 days to
Right.
put this together.
All right,
Yeah.
listen, we have another little segment we're going to do real quick. Tiffany loves
What?
to read things. So she also goes to the rec center. Now, one of the rec centers she goes to, there's a little box outside.
There's a thrift shop inside. You're thinking of the Y.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That has a drop-off box. Thank you.
Yeah,
Right. All
I
right.
don't look in there though. I
It
go
would have worked either way that I said it, but that's
Yeah.
fine. Thank you for correcting me. Anyway, they would have not known that the other place existed. And went,
There's a thrift
wait,
shop.
that's not the place you went to. Okay, well, for whatever reason, at these places they have used books.
Yeah.
Tiffany picked up a book the other day and was very proud that she picked it. How much you pay for the book?
50 cents.
50 cents for the book. I'm not even ready yet. You should have waited till I said the book.
I
and then
bought
you
2
were-
books.
It's from like 1973. And it's done by the amazing Bert Bacharach.
Which they were incredibly excited by.
She was very
until-
excited about that because she's seen Austin Powers movies, so that's the only reason she
Yeah.
knows who he is. If
Yeah,
Dad hadn't been
probably
around, she would
is.
have no idea who he is.
I know all of his music though.
I know, but you wouldn't know who the person was.
Mm.
The title of the book is How to Do Almost Everything. Now, this book is like a helpful tip book about the more important things in life. Tips and hints for keeping house and garden, cooking, driving, working, traveling, all arranged by subject and written by with the famed Bacharach touch. I thought it was kind of cool until we actually did a little research and actually looked a little closer at the book cover. And then we realized that on the book cover, the Bert is spelled with an E, not a U. So it is, in fact, not Bert Bacharach, the singer that we all know, which was funny to us.
But actually, his father.
It's his father.
Which we did not know. You did not know that, but so
No.
you got lucky on default. So I thought I would go through here and look at a couple of these and see which ones.
And it's
were
kind of it's
interesting.
it's basically advice coming from like one of the cheerful, strangely cheerful mustachioed guys in a 1970s like industrial film or educational film.
Yeah, here's his picture. If you want to look at that, pull it there on the internet. That's the guy right there. That's
Mm.
Bert Bacharach's father, the singer's father. He was a columnist for years, a journalist, and so on and so forth. So the first one I found that was interesting was in clothes and grooming. And this really says something about who the father of the famed singer was.
Or maybe about the times.
Maybe. Put an indelible ink mark on the collar bands of shirts with French cuffs. You won't have to unfold to know. If no links are available for a French cuff shirt, bend a pair of paper clips and hold the cuffs temporarily. That music has stopped. I don't know if you realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we need it again?
Yeah. We're going to not just play it in the beginning. That's it? God, I like it. Instead of rolling sleeves in the summer, fold them up neatly. They will be unmussed when turned down again. Okay, first of all, I don't wear French cuffs. That's the white cuffs, right?
Well, those are
They're all white?
No. It's the cuffs where there's no buttons. You have to put a little cuff
Oh,
links
okay,
in there.
so just cufflinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're more of a hassle. I only when I dress up.
Mhm.
And who actually rolls the sleeve? I always try to do it like flat so it doesn't get all jammed.
I roll them.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you're not in this book.
You need to read this book.
Well,
Yeah. Teach you some manners, boy.
Maybe I like the must.
The must?
The just must look.
This one also is in clothes and grooming. And Tiffany, this is for you.
Oh.
Yep.
I need help.
Freezing will add life to nylons. Did you know that?
Is nylon's hose?
Yeah.
So what I do, I just put in the freezer after I wash it?
I'll tell you.
Mm.
Okay.
Wet the stockings.
Wet them,
Yep. And put them in a plastic bag.
right?
Place in the freezer or in a freezing compartment, or in the freezing compartment or refrigerator. Take out after they are frozen and let thaw.
Uh-huh.
Squeeze and hang up to dry.
I don't like that. That sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, that sounds like really
Yeah.
silly.
All the stuff is a lot of work, dude. As I went through this book, I realized that if you did all this stuff, you would have so much goddamn clutter around your place for useless friggin' tasks that you're too damn lazy to do it the regular way. I really believe that when I read through this. I was like, holy crap, save
Give
this.
us some more.
Hang on to this. Yeah, I marked the pages. I got to get to the ones that were in, because most of them are kind of
So far, none of them have really applied to me.
I like the hose
Oh
thing.
no, there's one that does apply to you, like for the rings that you get around bathtubs and toilets that don't go away.
Mhm.
He has a tip in there to make
Really?
it go away. Yeah.
Well,
Is it lemon juice?
I thought this one was funny because Tiffany, you like swimming. Remember
I
when you
do.
swim, rub tar off your hands and feet with lard. Did you know that? You could use lard to rub the tar off your hands and feet. You know how that pesky tar gets. Can you
Yeah.
please hit that
You
song
know
again,
what? Here
lazy
with,
bastard?
on the Gulf of Mexico, that's good advice. We're going to
That
be having
is.
tar balls washing up for hundreds of years.
But where do I find lard and tar? Like I barely ever get tar on me.
Well, how often do you
Remember
go?
in Weekend at Bernie's, they got tar on them.
Yeah. Now you know.
That was an issue. They
Is
needed
there a
lard.
repeat on that? Is there a repeat?
Is
or just
lard-
repeats of something?
No.
In butter, that's fat.
No, butter is not lard.
Where do you get lard?
Store.
It's animal fat.
You just get lard plain?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Really?
comes in
Why
like
would
a
anyone
jar.
want to buy lard?
Because people
Cooking.
cook with it.
Or getting
Ew,
tar off.
gross. I don't
All
want
kinds of
anyone to
uses,
ever cook
apparently.
me something that's lard.
All right, here's another one. This is general housekeeping. Again, we're reading tips from the Bert Bacharach How to Do Almost Everything book. This was published in 1973. Tiffany thought it was from the singer, thought it'd be cool to have in her little collection of books. Did
yeah,
not
I have a
realize.
lot of books.
Yeah, little useless books.
Uh-uh.
Odor removal. That's important, right?
Yeah, for you, because you smell your shoes a lot.
Do you have? I don't
He
smell
smells
shit.
lots of things a lot.
Yeah,
He's
All
a
right.
smeller.
I'm a
He
smell.
is.
I like the
He's
smell.
a sniffer.
He's a
I don't
sniffer.
mind some odors. All right. Do you have any odor? Do you have any odor removing tricks that you do for your items? Shoes
I don't
and
ever
clothes? Oh,
smell.
God,
What?
I hate her so much sometimes.
Why would I smell? I'm a
'Cause
girl.
you sweat.
Mm,
Oh, you know.
I'm not really a sweater. You know that.
What do you mean you're not really a
Well,
sweater?
like, whenever
That could
we
be a
do
problem
things,
for
we're
your
like,
body.
hey,
You
don't-
realize that,
yeah,
right?
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying I'm not really a
Could
sweater.
be a lethal thing.
Like everyone used to sweat at martial arts
Jordan,
a lot, and I barely
Any
sweat.
Yeah,
things
sure,
that you do?
fine. Yeah, underwears, whatevs. What gets the
Ew,
odor out?
your underwear
No,
smells?
no, I'm not asking if you stink. I'm asking
Oh.
if you have any tricks to get the
Oh,
odor away.
tricks?
Yeah, I didn't have to ask you if you stink or not. I mean, come on. He admits. Okay, yeah, my ass. My ass smells. That's what smells.
Has Chris smelled it?
Jesus, he got defensive. So what if I stink? I'm a man. I can stink.
Is that what you smelled on the
Wow.
seat cushion one night, Chris?
Ew,
it
did
must
you
have been
smell
it.
the seat cushion?
Sweaty
You know,
ass
one
in my
thing that
spot.
stopped my car from smelling as bad?
Yeah.
I quit smoking the cigarettes.
Ah. Well, that one's
So
not in here.
anyway, what's the
Yeah.
trick?
Well, you can remove the scent from an empty perfume bottle. You know how annoying that can be. by filling it with rubbing alcohol. Let it stand overnight, then wash it with warm water. Or deodorize jars and bottles by pouring a solution of water and dry mustard. Please hit that song again, dude. I really, you just...
So
you're out of-
Sorry.
if your
God.
shoes smell, you just put rubbing alcohol in it? Is that what you just said?
What's that?
I stopped paying attention for a
No, not
second.
shoes. Where did you hear that?
Well, anything. I thought you said if anything smells, you put rubbing alcohol on it.
No, that's not what I said.
Oh,
my
sorry,
God.
I
No,
missed
I
it.
said remove scent from an empty perfume bottle by filling it with rubbing alcohol.
That seems pretty pointless.
Oh.
You can leaving open packages of scented bath soap in a linen closet will keep the bedding smelling sweet.
Mm.
You can use a fan on the floor of a closet will push out the stale air and keep the clothes smelling fresh.
Right. Remember
all
when
the
people
time.
used to put baking soda in the closet?
Yeah, they still recommend that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Keeps
done
that
that once
mildew.
before.
Do we just beat old Bert Bacharach to the punch there, Chris?
No, no, I'm looking for the lime thing on here. Oh yeah, you can grind a half a lemon into the garbage disposal unit to remove any unpleasant odors.
Yeah, everybody
Lemon
knows
seems-
that.
Not every. I didn't know that.
Really?
No.
I thought everybody knew that.
What do you
It's
do?
common knowledge.
Garbage pail will stay odorless if
Huh.
given an occasional bath in what? Smarty pants. What do you give it a bath
I don't
in?
know.
Vinegar.
No, ammonia.
Lysol.
Ammonia.
Okay.
God, that stuff smells like
yeah.
piss.
Oh yeah. That's
How do you?
So
What do you
horrible.
rub on your hands? Just a little bit to remove fish or onion odors.
Turpentine.
Turpentine.
Lemon.
Good
Lemon.
God.
Lemon.
She's like Russian turpentine on it.
Wait, I'm gonna go a different route.
Lemon.
Yes. No.
Crushed mint.
No, but it is
Oh,
a
you
food
could,
product,
yeah.
but not mint.
Oh, I'm close.
Mustard.
No, butter.
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 Ah.
Not lard?
What's that? Wow. How do you? What can you do before you handle fish to prevent odor from clinging to them?
Lard.
Lemon.
No, chill your hands.
Chill them.
Yeah, so basically freeze your hands before you start with the fish.
They're the bad boys on
Well,
ice.
the odor can't get through the ice on your frostbitten
You're already
hands.
freezing your nylons.
He knows a lot of stuff.
He does. How does he know all this stuff?
Here, this is awesome right here. Wash the hands with deodorant soap to kill onion smell at once. Well, duh, Bert. Thank
Yeah,
you for
no.
that. Jesus Christ.
That doesn't work either. That's crap, man. You can use all the old spice or you want.
All right, this was interesting. Keep a room from becoming stale with cigarette smoke during a party by putting a small bowl of vinegar in an inconspicuous place. And then it says here in parentheses, but make it really inconspicuous, or somebody might drink it.
That Bert.
Yeah, I can't tell how many times I've been over a person's house. And what is that liquid there? I think I'll just try some of that. They must have put it out for a reason. Almost done here. This one is interesting. These are outside the house. These are stay clean tips. Tiffany, how do you stay clean if you know you're going to be doing some work on a car or outside with dirt?
How do I stay clean? I don't really get dirty.
What do you say? Dirt doesn't cling to you? Is that what you're telling me right now? Because that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Okay, so if I don't do things that get me dirty. All right, so let's say that happened. I'd be very careful to not get dirty. Like, remember when we did the cement thing, I didn't get dirty.
Okay. I don't know why I asked you that question. All right, here's some stay clean tips for you, just in case at some point you get forced into doing something. Like maybe you have to pull over to do something in your car, right?
But I'm very careful.
Keep
to
an
not
old
get
pair
dirty.
of socks in the glove compartment
of
your car to pull over your hands when changing tires and stuff like that.
Oh, that's clever.
See?
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
That
That sounds like you're using like really shitty mittens with no thumb even
I
to
know.
change a tire. You're jacking up the car with slippery, damn old greasy socks
It's
on.
gonna end bad.
Oh no, that sounds
You don't do
terrible.
old
All right, maybe this one sounds
gross
better.
socks?
You can tuck an old window shade in the trunk of your car. Unrolled, it'll make a good mat for tire changing and keep you clean.
Clever.
Mm-hmm.
He's very clever.
Yeah, he's a bit clever.
Oh, we got a call.
All right, yeah, go ahead and answer the phone call. Let me do one more here. There's nothing much handier than a roll of paper towels in your glove compartment. You should put those in there. at all
Oh,
times.
yeah. My mom always has tissues in her car.
Let's go ahead and take this caller real quick in the middle of our Bert Bacharach's how to do almost everything tips.
Caller, welcome to the double special show. State your name and favorite hygiene tip.
Well, favorite hygiene tip is this: wash very carefully, because if you don't, the longer you leave it, the worse it's gonna be. It's gonna be like a terror zone.
Oh.
But
What?
Welcome to the terror zone.
well, my name is Wanda,
Okay.
and I just want to say that pretty soon here in May, on the 8th of 2015 at 8 p.m., I'm going to be at the Bayou Music Center, and I just want to invite everybody to come out that Friday in Houston, Texas.
Oh, nice.
And check out one of the sites. How about that?
That sounds excellent. Wanda, do you have a show on IRN? Are you the show that goes on before us?
No.
No.
I thought you were.
just called out of the blue.
Wanda
Even though it's
Sykes.
almost midnight.
Is that Wanda Sykes?
Yeah, she just said Wanda Sykes. Are you joking? Are you being serious? Or are you joking?
Well, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. So if you come out that night, I'll just reveal everything to you. But you'll just have to prove that you talked to me.
Well,
She
listen,
sounds
if
real
that's
to
gonna be,
me. I
yeah.
know her voice.
No,
I've
listen,
heard it.
If it is, I mean, great. And Wanda, a huge fan. Love your stuff on Curb. Of all,
Seriously.
love you on Curb. Tell us again where the event is, so because you caught me off guard
It's going to be in Houston, Texas,
Mhm.
May 8th, 2015 at 8 p.m. That's Friday.
That's Friday.
Come on out for some fun. Yeah,
All
for
right.
some great laughs.
Okay, it sounds wonderful.
You'll enjoy it.
I will. Where can people buy tickets online? Where can they hook up online?
Sure, you can just go to, just look up my name, and they've got the seats and everything. Just
Oh yeah, there it is. Houston.
waiting for you guys just to grab them.
Oh yeah, we see it. We're gonna
Of
put
course,
the
when
link.
you're grabbing, huh?
Go ahead, Tiffany.
We see. Yeah, we just found the website. We're gonna put the link up.
Okay, well, while you're grabbing, make sure you put some money in there somewhere.
Yeah.
All right.
I say that to many people in the show. I'm like, anybody that wants to put money anywhere around me, you can do that.
Oh, hey, that gets all kinds of responses. You won't even have to bathe yourself.
I don't. The bathing thing is almost a natural thing for me, at least. When I start to think, I'm like, all right, time to put some water on the body. I don't
But
think.
now
that-
you know that you have to use like lemon juice or ammonia, according to Bert Bacharach. I don't know if you're listening, Wanda, but we've been discussing hygiene tips from Bert Bacharach. Have you ever been a devotee of the Bacharach way?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
not
nah.
even
That's
like.
a little rough for me.
Oh,
Well,
I
yeah.
like everything smoothly.
Were you listening to the show, or are you just calling random shows, or how is this whole? Because you know.
I'm just calling. I was sort of listening, and then a friend of mine, Marty, that's down in College Station, Texas,
Love
told
Marty.
me to give you guys a holler.
All right. Well, I love Marty, and but don't let him go anywhere with you like after like 10.
I won't.
Like, seriously,
I
I'm
know
not.
there's a curfew for everything.
No, but especially for him. It's not really a curfew that like society put on him. It's like a universe thing with him. Like, you know what I mean?
I believe it.
She thinks I'm kidding,
I
dude.
definitely believe it.
Yeah, he threw
I
it.
believe it.
I've been out
Nothing
of.
surprises me.
The famous last words. Definitely, they'll put that on many a tombstone. Nothing surprises me except when his head split open and some alien popped out.
That's true, and him sending me a present, supposed to be chocolate chip cookies, but I have to be wary of that because cow chips can carry all kinds of things too, like little bugs that look like chocolate chip cookies and stuff. So, Marty, I know you're probably listening. I love you, but you know how it is. Well, guys, I hate to
No, it's fine.
cut this short, but don't forget May 8th. 2015, okay?
There you go, live
We
at
got it.
Nation
That's
Concerts at
right.
Bayou Music Center in Houston. You can check out Wanda Sykes. Wanda, thank you so much for giving us a call.
Hey, you guys have a great evening.
There you go.
Thank you.
Be good.
Uh,
If you can't be good at it.
Yeah, right on. There you go. Wanda Sykes
Bye,
surprise call.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wanda Sykes calling in.
right.
What a surprise.
Is that Marty right there? Is Marty standing there?
That sounded like it for a second, didn't it?
Did you turn? Oh, okay.
No, it's gone.
All right.
Does Marty do an impersonation of Wanda Sykes?
If he did, it was so
Amazing.
spot on because again.
I know. I recognized the voice. I was like, and then she said, I'm like, no, that's no.
See, and I heard Wanda, but I didn't hear the rest of what she said, so it really didn't.
Well, as
click
soon
with
as
me.
I heard Wanda, I was like, okay, that's the voice I thought I
No,
was
that
hearing.
sounded like
Well,
Wanda Sykes.
And here's the thing: she stopped the conversation, but I really wanted to ask her because I would know if it was Wanda Sykes how she felt about the interview she did with the Almighty One. I was just about to bring that up. Like, how did that whole thing go for you?
I don't feel like
talking
that
to
was
that
her.
fool.
You know what?
I don't feel
Well,
like
maybe
That was
maybe
really
not.
cool, though.
Yeah, it was awesome.
No, that was if it was real, it was so like
Okay.
surprising
All right,
that
but
it
if
wasn't real.
But if it was real and you keep going on about it, then you've made it awful. All right, there you go. A little surprise there on the double
know.
special
Yeah, that was
show.
awesome.
Wanda Sykes. You can check her out again at the
May 8th.
at the Bayou Center in
That's right,
Houston.
ladies and gentlemen, at the Bayou Music Center in Houston, Texas, May 8th, 2015 at 8 p.m.
8
Get
p.m.
your tickets right now on Live Nation.
There you go.
I just can't believe Marty has other friends.
Wow, yeah, that's weird.
There's interesting people that you meet out in College Station, the landing strip in the middle of Texas.
Why has he been holding out on us? Does he hate us?
Who the hell knows what he's got
No.
going on? I don't. Who knows?
He's just working his Marty magic.
He's right. He's Marty Megan.
Did
No,
he-
but
he
she
bump
knew what I was
into her
talking
at
about, the
Walmart?
after 10 thing. She knows what the hell I'm talking about. She tried
That's
to play it
cool.
off like, oh, no, nothing will happen. But she knows. She'd be watching her watch hanging out
Oh,
with Marty.
yeah, Marty would be all over that.
All right. There are just a couple more that I want to read off here, and then we'll end this bit, and then we'll close the show out. A lot of other things, at the end of every chapter says, and a lot of other things, which are just like weird, almost like common sense things that Bert is throwing our way. Like this one, ear stoppers are a blessing for travelers to large cities where construction often goes on all the time. Well, yeah, that's a no-brainer. Like Wanda washing. Wanda knows she should wash. If she's not washing, she made that choice on her own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's another one, a back saver. And I don't even understand this, how this is a back saver. All hotel luggage racks are too low. Okay, so Bert Ray was like, this is an annoying thing. They're too low. Here's how you fix it. Save stooping by putting an empty dresser drawer on a rack. That's a dresser drawer. So you have to pull out a dresser drawer and you
Yeah.
put that on the rack. Then the suitcase. Or put case on the dresser top before packing. All right, second one, no-brainer. Why would you not put the suitcase
Yeah, or
on top
the
of something?
bed,
Yeah,
maybe. The
right?
convenient bed right there.
But how does it help your back by disassembling the dresser?
Yeah, no. Well, what happens if the dresser drawer doesn't come out? If it's one of those kinds, then
Right?
you just screwed?
Oh, you
Well,
kill yourself trying
yeah.
to pull it out. Bert's an idiot.
Yeah, Bert.
Some of this stuff's good, but he just seems really, really anal retentive. This whole book screams, I can't get through my day without an annoyance that I have to try to fix. That's what that's what this book is. How to fix almost everything. That's by Bert Bacharach. Well, that's your book. You enjoyed
Yeah.
that.
He did
I
have
made
some
some
interesting
This
ideas
is
about
fine.
bananas, I saw.
Yeah.
What is
Like
it?
chill them in grape juice. I'm not sure how that would work, but I never thought of it.
All right, well, why don't we do this? We'll keep the book here, and every couple of weeks when we're not doing one of the other bits, we'll go ahead and read a few more tips out there for people out there that are living their lives and trying to get it. Not like life hacks.
So-
I guess they're kind of like life hacks, aren't they? It's like a 1973 version of Life Hacks.
Yeah, but like really simple ones. Like,
Yeah, and pretty obvious
yeah,
ones.
and some bad ones. You know?
You like the whole grapefruit and applesauce thing or whatever it was, right?
Oh, that sounded good. Yeah, some of them were grapefruit and applesauce.
You're
Oh,
listening to
no.
Double Special. We have come to the getting close to the end of another episode. Tiffany and I will be at Bonkers in Indianapolis, Indiana this weekend. 2 shows, Friday and Saturday, 8 o'clock. Come out and check it out. Tiffany will be featuring. I will be headlining. We'll have T-shirts. We've got friends out there. Come check that out. Shameless plug real quick if you want to hear some good music. I've been jamming on these 2 stations for the past week. WuTangClan.com. That's Wu-Tang Radio. It's really nice, man. It's just free streaming hip-hop. And then Lout FM, LAUT.FM, Pineapple Juice. That's a 70s
You
groove
gotta put the
station.
backslash in there.
Yeah, / Pineapple Juice is his name. Or you can just web search, I guess, just Pineapple Juice web
Yeah,
radio.
no, I like it. It's
Yeah,
excellent.
A lot of fun.
I think if you
Very
just
good.
web search, if you only Google pineapple juice, you're gonna get some information about other stuff that doesn't have anything to do with 70s
That's
music.
why I said
I
Pineapple
know
Juice
about
web radio.
pineapple juice.
Yes, we understand you do.
Are we gonna do idiom?
What's
Why
that?
is that music happening?
He's playing. It's nice.
It's nice. I
It
got it
is.
on loop
I
now. I figured
like
out how to loop it.
I knew there was a loop button.
Yeah, I
knew
just
there was
had
a
I
loop
had to go to a different screen.
I feel like I'm
You've
in
never
the
had me
Shining
loop
Hotel.
music before. It was
button.
very
Well,
stressful.
It's not, but now it's nice though, right?
Yeah, no, it's fine now.
I feel like I
But
need
now
a
we're over the bit, so
cocktail.
turn it off.
Yeah.
Oh,
And get the something else going. Get that white
Idioms.
desert ready to go. What's that?
Idioms?
I
'Cause you
have it.
teased it.
Okay, I did tease it. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. We'll close the show with that. We got a couple minutes, so
Alright,
it's
let me pull
on
up the
the
idioms.
show folder.
I gotta go to
Yeah.
Chrome and all this.
Oh God! Oh, he's got to do some stuff.
I'm just telling you to keep going while I'm doing crap.
GorgeousComedy.com is the
Whiner.
website that you can go to check out where we're all going to be doing our shows. And again, if you want to be a part of this show, you can do so. The phone number is 727-475-6139. Call us next week. Say hello. In the works on the show. I am very close to making this happen. Tiffany's mother. I know she
What?
listens to the show, and I'm saying this because I really think she wants to be part of it, and I know that she doesn't want to be in the studio, which I completely understand, but I'm pretty sure we can get her on the phone just to talk. Listen, if Wanda Sykes can call,
Yeah.
if Marty can call from a
Mhm.
Walmart, she can call from the comfort of her own living room, safe and sound, knowing that nobody's judging her because they don't know who she is. I won't use her last name. We won't talk about where she lives. I just
She
have
has
a
the
few.
same last name as me.
Well, whatever. I maybe she did, maybe she didn't, Tiffany. But that's fine. Thanks for
Yeah,
pointing that
God,
out.
why did you
She's
have to do
awful
that?
at that?
I know he was trying to help.
Yeah, you probably fold under pressure, Henry.
That's a great.
All right, we did this a couple weeks ago. These are idioms. Tiffany has a really hard time defining or understanding idioms.
Yeah, because remember on the bone, I said a dime a dozen. I thought was not
Yeah.
that many people because dimes are small and a
Click
dozen's
on
only
the toolbar on
12.
there. All right, idioms. The Chrome. Why?
Okay.
God, you're all over the place with that mouse. It drives me insane. All right, Jordan, you pick the idiom, and we'll see if Tiffany knows what it means before you click on the definition.
Fly the nest.
Fly the nest.
Is that when people leave
No,
their
wait. First of all, don't ask us. Tell us. You be confident about your answers, darn it.
Because I'm not. Is
All
that when people leave their house? Like
Leave-
the empty nest show? Remember that empty nest show with the dog?
But what does it mean, fly the nest?
They leave the house.
For what? Who leaves the house?
They go to college.
Who?
The kids.
Ah, okay. There you
Am
go.
I right?
Yes, to
Yeah.
leave
Very
your
good.
parents' home for the first time in order to live somewhere else.
Very good. Okay, that's one. Fly the nest. Get a little bit harder.
I
here.
never heard of fly the nest.
I
I,
got
thought it
this.
was leave
I
the
got it.
nest. I thought it was leave.
Let's go for that one.
Which one? Yeah.
What?
Say it. It's
No,
your
you
turn.
do it. You're doing
Oh.
it.
Dutch uncle.
Is that like the oven thing?
No.
What oven thing?
Remember where, like, you said a Dutch oven? I didn't know what that was, and that's when you trap someone under the covers and fart?
Well, that's the secondary thing, but the primary Dutch oven is an actual cooking utensil.
Dutch uncle. An uncle that does that.
no.
Dutch uncle. Uncle that's Dutch. One that likes to skip rope.
All right. Okay, go ahead, tell her.
It's a man who gives frank and direct advice to someone in the way an uncle might, but not a real relative.
That's right. He's a
That's
fake.
not. No one ever says that.
No, nobody does. So I didn't know either, so I clicked the link.
That's awesome. All right.
All right, you pick one, Chris.
Let's see.
Ooh, I see a good one.
A bully pulpit.
Yeah, I saw the same one.
Do people use this?
Yeah.
They're idioms. These are actual idioms.
Yes,
Okay.
people have said a bully pulpit.
Okay, so a bully is a mean child,
Okay.
and a pulpit is something that a band plays in.
Why
no?
does a bully have to be a mean
Doesn't, like-
child? Why can't it be a person that's a
Okay,
bully?
so it's a bully inside of an orchestra pit.
What?
A pulpit.
She's like doing phonetic definitions.
I know.
It's a bull. Oh, it's a bunch of bullies in below a stage where there's instruments.
Okay, think in terms of like a general theme
Oh,
of
I've
something.
never heard anybody ever say this before. It's
I
not
have,
true.
actually.
Say it in a sentence.
John was John
Oh, there's
got
a sentence right here.
Oh, okay.
The presidency is a wonderful bully pulpit to convince the country of the need for a balanced budget.
What, really?
It's when the president's bossy.
No.
Oh my
It's when
gosh.
you can't be bossy.
A bully
it's
pulpit.
a position where you could be more bossy.
There you go. Very good. All
Well,
right, she-
sort of. It's a
Yeah.
job or position that someone can use to persuade other people to accept their ideas.
Tiffany sees that as being
Yeah.
bossy, so I'm gonna give her the ding. 'cause
Bully
that's
does
how
not necessarily mean like bullying someone.
Physically,
Like
yeah.
remember when Teddy Roosevelt would say something was good, he'd go bully. It's more like that. It's a bully pulpit. See, it's from those days.
Oh.
All right, how about this one? Last one. As like as not.
What?
As like as not. Don't look at the
You
screen.
guys
now.
don't say that.
I don't say half
as
of these.
like as not.
These are actual idioms and phrases in the Cambridge University Press. Okay, so
You don't like people.
Huh.
As like do not.
as like as not.
As not. As like as not. As
Do you see the definition?
There isn't one.
like. Say it in a sentence.
We can't.
You don't know what it means either.
No, it's
You have to
it's-
ask me once you know.
okay, no, but
It's a legal
same,
term.
No, it's same. No, it's not a legal
I don't know.
term.
It's illegal.
She
Ask
didn't
me-
usually work at night, but she was as like as not to be at the lab at any given time.
There you go.
As likely as not. It's
As like as not, it's a short way of saying is likely.
You didn't even
not
know
to be.
like a minute ago.
I don't know
Say
half
one,
of these.
Say one that you both know, because
I'm
I
done with
probably
this.
don't know it. No, say one
no.
that you know.
What? We did this before. We gave you a bunch of ones that we knew.
Yeah, but
We
give me
went
one
through all
that
those
you
already. I
knew.
can't pull. No, we're done. We're over time. I'm done. I'm done. with
He's
it.
done.
The bit is
No
done.
more
It was-
idioms.
It was funny.
The
It was
idiom
good.
bit is done.
There you go. Roll us out on the
Next
idiom
time we're doing something else with Tiffany.
bit. So
Maybe
she
we'll-
can,
yeah.
she be pissed at us at the end.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We're at the end of another show. We've had a blast. Crystal, anything you want to say on the rolling out of here?
bye.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay, Tiffany, anything you want to say to the people?
Bye, Wanda Sykes.
Yep. See us in
I
Indy.
miss you.
Thanks again to Marty Hoffman, Carl, last name pronounceable only by DA agents, and Wanda Sykes for calling in. We hope you all have a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon.
Later, skaters. We'll see you next week on Double Special.